It's Thursday night, guys. We're here for the Anime Lately podcast. We're here for episode 97. Yes, episode 97. We're 3 weeks away from episode 100. Oh my god. It's, back then, 3 years ago, it's so far away, but now we're here. Goddamn, time flies. But let us know what you guys think about it. Episode 100. Let us know down in the comments. Like, how do you feel? Like, time flies, don't it? But you know what? We would love to start the intro. Wait, never mind. Sam is here. I was going to try to, stag a bit away. I was going to spend a couple seconds. But, Sam just arrived. I don't know where he went. Bathroom, probably poop or probably pee. Who knows? He was probably doing something. Anyway, before I just continue on and just talking and mumbling. 3 and a 2 and a 1. Sam!
Ladies and gentlemen, I was not using any of those, but at least I read JJK, unlike somebody. But really, the real introduction is, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Anime Lately podcast. I'm your host, Sam the Manga Man, and here with me are my brotakus. Introducing first, the most wholesome content creator, the director of anime, the waifu sniper, the certified king of games, Mr. Twitter Verify, oh my brother, testify for Ray Apollo. Our next Protaku brethren, he is the devilishly handsome tiefling in the Black Clover community. He has a great love for Trigon, My Hero, and One Piece. The Hurricane Typhoon, Legendary Vash, the engaged, wholesome, flapjacks and cheese lover, aka Cheese Nuts. The man who forgot Pokemon came from Japan, Miguel Parra. And our last Brotaku brother, and he is the CEO of the Careful Spoilers Podcast Network. He is the host of Careful Spoilers Show, Villains. Founder of the No Anime No Life Facebook group. He is JB, exclusive the invincibly talented James Barnes. And now, finally, our guest of honor, we got the boss of Spicy Lady Entertainment, the conversation of Spicy Lady Talks podcast, the iconic gamer of Spicy Lady Gaming, a fighter for diversity, representation, and entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for Ashanti! How are we all doing?
Nobody can do an intro like Sam.
I miss it here. I love it. I love the intros. Good question. You forgot Pokemon came from Japan? I'm sorry.
He did.
That was like a brain fart. That was a brain fart. It happened. It just, this was before we were going to go live. I had I think I had like a 12-hour production shift and everything. And then I was talking to Ray. We were just talking and he said something about Pokemon. I was like, brain fart. I was like, wait, it came from Japan. I don't know.
I feel
it sounds like an excuse, but okay.
It is an excuse. You want to give us your excuse for not being caught up to JJK?
Yeah. Sam is applying pressure.
Are you gonna say I left my homework from home, but this is all Zoom class. You are at home.
You are at home.
Production. I've been busy.
Vash did not understand the assignment.
No, he did not. Actually, no, he did not.
I didn't know about the assignment, stuff like that. I just
look. I know what it's like to be busy.
Yes.
But I ain't too busy enough to read JJK.
No, but I've been reading it, and I'm loving it. I will say that for people who are asking, I've been reading it. I just haven't had the time to post my thread, and I'm loving it.
One Piece before Vash catches up on anything we talked about on this show so far. So I'm reading like 10 chapters a day. You better hurry up.
Yeah, I am enjoying my JJK binge read. It's nice. I like the Shibuya art.
Oh yeah.
Gojo,
yeah.
this man Gojo has bodies on him, and I love how
listen.
Gojo
don't care.
He don't.
Like Gojo is like, if you really think about it, Gojo don't care. He just cares
don't.
about what's about to happen. Like, what can they do to me? It's literally
and that's
what he's thinking
dangerous.
about.
That's why he really has no
I love that.
I love that about him. I do.
I
love
lo-
that about him.
And,
Like-
it's until they start doing something to the people he cares about is when he has a problem.
It's a great character flaw.
I love the most recent arc I just finished reading there. Then I came up to talk about it this Sunday for Shonen Ronin. it's
That's right.
very exciting to actually like binging this series, and then after that being week to week is like fuck, and just like Ray's expression the past couple of weeks, hearing him like, oh my god, this Maki this, and the most recent chapter is like, damn, I have to experience this week to week shit. Like I used to feel this during One Piece when I used to like watch Roger Steers and everybody else. Now I have to do this with JJK, my hero, and One Piece is like, god damn it, like fuck.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
You
That's what
have
made me wanna-
no idea.
That made me want to read too, so I saw Maki and I'm like, oh my god.
I
And I'm-
legit did not think it would get this wild, and it did. But I will say, so I know we'll talk about it on Sunday, but like, I feel like we got to the part where Gege was like, "Oh, did I forget? I should add that." And so these last two chapters, he's been adding stuff that I'm like, "You should have added that a little while ago." But I feel you. I understand. There's a lot going on. So, but no, it's good. It's good.
It's like, but it's crazy. Like, still on the topic of educator, right there, like it's crazy. Out of a series that I barely touched, I read 9 chapters 2 years ago and everything back in 2019, and then I took a pause. But it's crazy how most of 2020, I literally got mostly spoiled of JJK, and I barely touched it about the whole Shibuya arc. And then to know that I'm starting to read it now, I'm so happy because I don't want to get spoiled no more. Like, I'm tired of that shit. Like, I'm tired of getting spoiled of JJK on the time. Like, because the only series that I still see leaks from before an official release is Black Clover for some goddamn reason. I'm happy it's not my
Well,
hero
it's the
or
people that you
One Piece and
follow.
everything. No, it's definitely the people I follow. It's definitely 100%. But it's just crazy why there's always Black Clover. Like, I just can't wait until I'm caught up with JJK where I don't have to see any spoilers. I'm like, alright, cool. I know what's going on. I know and understand what's going on with said characters and said story. So it's like, that's what I'm excited for.
I'm grateful. I haven't gotten a single JJK spoiler in my time.
Thank God, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
like you
happy
said,
for you.
Vash, Black
Yes.
Clover and My Hero, I get those every.
Okay, so use both. Me is Black Clover only.
It used to be ALT for me when the manga was coming out.
Damn,
Them
bro.
them unofficial scans used to be out
Ooh.
like a week in advance. A week in advance they'd be out trending on Twitter. And I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah, I had to
That
meet all
hurts
that
me.
shit.
For me,
you don't have to. You don't need to worry about that anymore, right?
Well, yeah, I did see like the added pages, and everyone was not happy about what he had.
When are they ever happy?
No,
That's
but this
never-
That's a
Oh,
trick
I
question.
didn't know
They're never
the
happy.
new pages were added already.
Well, they were leaked on Twitter, and it showed who Mikasa chose to spend the rest of her life with. And that's
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
yeah, James, a lot of people were not happy with it. I like that timeline for the past 2 months of March
It
and
was
April
in
and May.
shambles.
It was in shambles. Like, no lie, I got tired of it. Like, I literally muted every word of Attack on Titan. I just got tired of it. Like, yeah, just shut the fuck up already. Like,
Yeah, I
we
still
get
have
it.
everything muted, honestly.
Like, it just
I
gets
will
annoying.
continue to
Tiring.
have
Dude, when it comes to Attack on Titan, it's the one thing where I just don't give a shit about how anyone else thinks. To me, it's the greatest thing on the planet, and I really genuinely don't care. So it's like
Mm.
I just block it all.
It's the same for
Purest
me.
form.
Like, for me, it's the same thing for One Piece. Like, when I spoke to one of my coworkers in production when I was doing a commercial, and they say, like, we were talking about oh right, it was with the model. Remember the conversation I had with the model?
they do?
Yeah, throwing shade at me, saying that how do I have a podcast and everything, and how do I run a YouTube channel and still haven't seen. He said, how have you not seen Yu Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter, and I think Children's Series? He's like, yo, how do you like have not seen these type of shows, but you run a podcast and like, hey.
I mean, did he lie?
Bosh, I will get to them eventually. But when he said that he hadn't watched One Piece, and then I asked him why, he's like, "Oh, I just haven't watched it because there's too many episodes." Like, you see, it's the same. Like when people tell me I haven't watched a certain series, I'm like, I watch what I watch. You don't want to watch One Piece because a certain amount of episodes and chapters, but once you do 10, that means you have less than 10. You have less than 20. The more you do, bit by
Listen,
bit,
you
you
can't
get
use
down
that
to it.
argument here with me no more because I will be caught up very soon on One Piece as well, and I'll be current on just about every damn series that is popular. Just so you know, Webtoon included.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
so many great webtoons are coming back. I'm so happy.
Me
What are
too,
you reading
me
right
too.
now?
I'm reading a lot of like shoujo type things like Midnight Poppyland just came back. It's with this mafia guy and a really cute like thick girl. They're so adorable.
They are.
True Beauty. True Beauty.
I need to
is
catch up to
gas.
that one. I need to
True
catch up to that. I need to spend like the time just to.
The
catch up.
K drama came out and I watched it and it's really, really, really good. And they even add like more elements to her character, like as she like first
Really?
comes out. And it's very much appreciated because they kind of like dug more into her like love for horror and rock music, which I really did like. So the K drama was really good. Laura Olympus, please read Laura Olympus, guys. It's so good. I love it, and I think they're supposed to make an anime for that soon too.
Is that the one with Aphrodite and Hades?
Yeah, it's with Persephone and Hades.
Persephone, sorry, Persephone.
Yes,
I see a lot of ads for that one actually.
it's really, really good, and I think they're making that into an anime too, like the little deal that they have with.
I
like,
think at some point,
Crunchyroll.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Which I think will work, to be honest with you.
Yes, it's so cute, good. I need to read God of High School. I need to get caught up in that, and then of
Yeah,
course,
Same.
and then Unordinary. I kind of dropped it, but I was binging it for a reason. I took a break from it, but
I know a lot of people did, and that's okay.
The one I want to read that's a webtoon that I've seen the art. It's like most of the characters are black and earth is Ordeal.
Ordeal. I think I've heard of that.
Yeah. Ordeal.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
heard
the
of it.
art I've seen is freaking beautiful. I'm like, I really want to check the series out, so I definitely want to
I
see
need
that.
y'all to get on Omniscient Reader, like ASAP though.
Is that on Webtoon or is that on
I picked up Solo
Tapa?
Leveling. I
Mhm,
picked up
that's-
Solo Leveling.
Oh, nice.
Oh, thank the Lord. Yes.
I picked
So
it up.
good. So
Cause
good.
that's when like everyone was kind of like on Twitter like highly like talking about it. I'm like, what is everyone?
I love Solo Leveling. It's one of my favorite things to like read, just like for fun right now. Like straight up, I love Solo Leveling. Some stuff just happened in that I'm like, yes, this is so like the whole.
I saw
the
that
whole,
panel you posted, and I'm like, who is that character?
See, and that's the thing. We still don't know.
Oh, okay.
We don't know who that is. And man, there's some good shit about to happen to Solo
But
Leveling.
just reading kind of has been helping me with my anime burnout from what I've been having since like I graduated. So I think that's normally what happens when I have anime burnouts. I kind of just go heavily into reading. That's kind of how I got caught up in My Hero. I kind of just binge read it like over the summer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is gonna get me back into like the seasonals. That's why I'm glad you guys invited today because
I mean, take your time. Take your time.
yeah.
Yeah, for me,
Another webtoon you might want to pick up just for fun is Mage and Demon Queen. Ray
Yes!
loves that
I
one.
think
so
I've
much
Ray
fun.
Ray did post on that.
I love it.
There's so many new studios adding that looks really, really good. I'm just like, oh, it's so many.
Yeah, if I'm
It is
correct,
a lot.
I binge read that. Like when Ray told us about it, I think I read 10 chapters that same night. I'm like, oh, there's some good shit. There's some good waifu material in there. I'm like, I like this shit.
Yeah, it flies by.
Because a lot of my favorite series have ended. Like, My Dear Cold-Blooded King ended, and I love that one. I think, which one I was reading? Another one that I read that ended. I'm like, I need more like series to read. Oh, I Love You's back. Oh, that series is so cute.
Oh, yeah, like I definitely want to read God of High School, Tower of God. Those are two series I definitely want to tackle. Cause
Tower of God, absolutely. Like, absolutely. Read Tower of God. Like, for real.
yeah, like that's my go to tackle.
The beginning chapters make my eyes hurt. I'd be like,
Yeah, I understand. But no.
Yeah, that is true. Cause when I first read Tower of God, like I read like 205 chapters. The art changes so different to where it is now. Like and that's a good thing. When you see the artist change, improvement from how they started 10, 12 years ago to where they are now, like that's a good thing. That's a good compliment or like a good problem I'm talking about, because most artists that don't improve, that's not a good thing. And to see how the artists of Tower of God improved this well in 12 years, that is a great difference. So that's props to that. But it takes.
and I do love when like Sorry.
And now go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, I love when webtoons like I love when like webtoon series that start off are like great, like in like clearly they have their own budget, and then like Webtoons picks it up like to work on it and then revamp it, and it's like brand new, like the art's like 10 times better. Like I think 2 series I was reading did that. I'm like, yes, like I love to see that.
I mean, improvement is always welcome. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, especially when it's a series that you really, really enjoy. It's like it's kind of like you grow with the progression of the series, or you get to see it if you're coming after the fact, which is always cool. So,
yeah, Attack on Titan is a great example of that. Like, if you look at the art from the beginning and then look at it now, like, dude, Levi, like some of the designs are just so different.
Everyone looks the same AOTS at a certain point. I was like, who?
Yeah.
Gene? That's not Rainer. Who's this? They all look the same.
They all look the same. I know, right?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That is so
That's
loud.
okay.
I'm
That's
so
okay.
embarrassed.
That threw me off. I'm like,
Timing though.
I was like,
nope.
wait. I was like, what? I was gonna ask, what button was that?
yeah, me too. I'm like, I didn't press the button.
Hey,
I'm like,
My
I didn't press the
dad's from
button.
Jersey, so like they're just loud all the time. It's so annoying.
that's me. Always loud. I understand.
Like I can get loud too, but dang, not everything's that
It's
funny.
like, shut up.
Exactly. Nothing.
Like your dad. I'm doing a show. Don't embarrass me.
And I told him that, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Now he gonna absolutely embarrass you. Should have said
Yo,
that.
trust me,
that's why
spicy.
I'm Jolene, and my dad's literally Jotaro. Cause like, why are you embarrassing me, bro? Like, come on.
Yo, spicy. I get it.
Oh my god.
It will never be what happened. I think during the pandemic a year ago. I'm happy it was not on screen, but me and the guys were live, and my mom was half drunk. Like on the other side of the camera and the screen, and the whole chat, the whole podcast, everyone heard her, and I was trying to like. I think I put myself on mute or on the stream side, but the guys heard me.
We tried.
I was doing my best, like, yo, mom, stay over there. And like she was there as drunk. She's like, I come here like, mom, all you wearing is a bra right now. We will get this episode demonetized and everything. I'm like, mom, go back to your room. Whatever you're doing, continue drinking, but away from here. She's like, no, me, I love you. Gotta tell you how much I love you. I'm like, this is so much fun here. This is so much fun.
No.
That's when it's time to move out. When the
Oh,
content
no.
starts to
Jail.
get messed up by the parents.
Definitely for sure.
John, thank you for
My
a $10
boy.
donation. Thank you. Speaking about genres of manga, what is the panel recommendations for manhwa outside of solo leveling? And what do you think about what I recommend before Sam, Ray, Vash, and James? James is caught up.
Oh, I think John is talking about. I think he recommended me and Sam the other one. What was it called? Kill the Hero, I think it's called.
Because I'm
Kill
almost
the
done
hero.
over here.
Over here, I have not caught up yet.
For me, I think it was Kill the Hero for me and Sam, right, Sam? I think it's called Kill the Hero.
Yeah,
or-
Kill the Hero. You were supposed to choose one of them. I chose both of them. But
I chose Kill the Hero. I chose Kill the Hero.
Because and this might be a trigger word for you. It's homework.
Well, I just Kill the Hero because I don't remember him saying to choose both. I just chose one for now, Kill the Hero and everything. I got to chapter 25 out of the 57 or so chapters out there. I took a break because, one, I feel like the art's dope, the art's cool, but I feel like the story got a bit confusing much later on, like around chapters 20, 25. I feel like I got a bit confused of who's who of the characters and everything. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to take a quick break and just stay with JJK. That's what I wanted to stick with. Because I felt like Kill the Hero felt like it had too many story plots that's trying to intertwine with each other within those chapters I was reading. Like, it was cool, it was interesting. I like the MC, but the grander story is what got me confused. So I've just wanted to take a break and just stick with JJK for a while. And then from there, I will go back to Kill the Hero probably next week or something.
The grand story of To Kill the Hero.
Well, more of the side stories characters coming in to what the MC is trying to accomplish to kill the hero. Yes, Sam. But I'm talking about the side characters and what they want to involve the MC with. So that's what I'm talking about, Sam.
I mean, get stronger, power up, so you can kill
Well,
the hero.
how do you think about the series then, since you want to talk about it, Sam?
It's good.
How do you
It's
think
not
about Kill the
bad.
Hero?
It's a lot similar to, a lot of the other manhwa series that I've read about. It's basically a Sekai adventure kind of thing. You pretty much start a new life all over again, but this time you know all about your past life, and you decide to cheat the system by using everything that you've done exactly from your first life, and use that to your advantage to take all the best weapons, to get stronger, get the better power ups, take advantage of everything, and you do this by yourself so that you get all the experience points by yourself. But then there are some things where you can't do by your own, which is fine. You'll just have one. And like many of these action adventure main characters, you gotta have some kind of bring the dead ability. All right, rise, arise, have a undead army. Now my undead armies will help fight for me, kind of thing. I feel like there's a lot of reusable, same kind of premise and abilities and powers sort of way. I remember John mentioned like there's a little bit of D&D into this kind of story. There are some similar names. Abilities a little bit different, but isn't too much overwhelming where it's exactly the same. But same premise of main character gets OP, puts his name on the map, and his own agenda is to take advantage of everybody and to kill the hero. Simple premise.
Works for me.
Yeah, it's simple. I like it. It's right up my alley. Like, I'll check it out. It's not like gonna be like one of my favorites in that genre or anything, but I think it's really entertaining to check out for sure.
Like it's not like I read this kind of story so many times. It's like almost same, like overused, almost recycled in a sort of way. Like I'm used to it.
I mean, it's
Nothing has
popular.
really-
That happens.
It's popular, but nothing has changed to make it different where
Right.
I'm interested into it.
Right. I feel you. I feel that.
Yeah, but definitely worth checking out though, for sure.
It is.
Yeah, like once I'm Cuddle JJK nerd after this week, and then next week I told myself after JJK I will catch up to the last 40 or 50 chapters I'm behind with One Piece and everything. Then I could do Kill the Hero and everything, because that's I want to catch up to see the grander story of it and see where it is right now. So that is my goal to catch up as well for that series.
So, Lady wanted to know like what of our thoughts on Hardboiled Cop possibly ending. Like, what do you guys think?
I mean, I'm sad, but I'm kind of where I am right now. I'm okay with it because it's one of those series that I really didn't see going very long for a good reason. Like it needed to be a story that they completed.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm okay with it. Like, and then it makes room for potentially something else that's cool. Hopefully. So, because I mean, that's what I'm about in Jump. Like when they serialize stuff, that's like, okay, this is going to be around forever. It makes no room for stuff to come in and act, like for us to try new stuff. So I'm okay with that. I'm glad they gave this one a shot and it lasted as long as it did. So
To add what Ray said as well, I'm happy. And also, if it does end in chapter 48 or 47, it lasted longer, 4 chapters or 5 chapters if it does 48, longer than Samurai 8, the Tales of Hachimaru. Is one I want to stay out and say that it lasted longer than a Naruto series that is called Samurai 8, made from Kishimoto. So just to point that out, 48 chapters longer than Samurai.
Mad?
No, I'm just trying to point that to the audience and everything, and also trying to point that out to Ray as well. But yeah, so that was very hilarious. If it does happen, it's sad to say. I spoke to a Twitter Mitchell, Alex. I forgot his Twitter handle and everything at the moment, but he gave a good reasoning. How you could tell when a Shonen Jump series will survive when it's less than 50 chapters is when it gets a lead cover page a couple of times, and when it gets a cover of Shonen Jump. And sad to say, Hardboiled Cop never got a lead cover page within the past 50 chapters, and did not get a cover on Shonen Jump at all. So he explained it to me literally.
I mean,
let's
they
say,
had really stiff competition. So,
it's totally understandable.
I was gonna ask you guys since because of the whole like things going on with like pandemic whatever, like a lot of anime and manga is getting like produced like quick, and like you said, like Hardboiled Cop doesn't anything gonna last long. Do you think it had to do with like everyone kind of being home and like reading kind of like more now and checking out like newer series coming out to kind of like pump the like new manga series to see which was going to go the next like popular series, whatever. And
it's unfortunate, but I think it's almost too unique. I know that sounds kind of stupid, but I feel like it's too unique and it's almost too niche that I just don't think a lot of people are picking it up because of all of the other popular series that are more of the same of what they've always read. Because I actually think the story is really, really good. I am behind, but like Lady saying in chat, like I could have seen it going to at least like 100 chapters, maybe 115, 120, and then just have a complete story, beginning, end, and done, because it's really good. Like I love this buddy cop aspect of the story, the fact that it's exploring the ocean, something that in real life that we're not like
we barely should know about
to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like there's still so much of the ocean that we have yet to discover, and this title chose to explore that. So it's really sad to see it go, honestly. Well, if it is, gonna be ending soon, but I mean, it's good for what it is. I definitely recommend, if you haven't read any of it, definitely check it out. It's really funny. The art's good. The story's good. And again, it's unique and interesting. So if you've ever been on the fence, check it out before it's gone forever.
I do want to add something real quick.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna add real quick that about Hardboiled Cop and Dolphin. Like, even though if it's 48 chapters, I hopefully hope that if a studio wants to adapt it, this could work for a good one season anime of a 10 to 12 episode. If some studio will have this as a passion project or something, because I feel like to see this water type of animation, to see these type of sea creatures actually drawn out and animated, that would be really beautiful to see. But if it doesn't, then it's a great manga for what it is. But I'm happy to see a chapter that doesn't get axed and we find out that's going to be axed the next or 2 chapters later. I'm happy that it gets rumored that's going to get canceled or axed, whatever it may be, but we hear it's going to happen like, oh, it's going to happen next month at the end of June. Like, okay, cool. So they gave the author some type of freedom to at least wrap up the story and not just cut it there. So I'm very happy about that. So I agree with what Ray said earlier, that I'm happy where it is.
Got that treatment.
Damn, that hurts. Small collection. So, I'm happy where Hardboiled Cop is heading. And if it does end, is ending off in a good note, because technically where we at right now, without spoiling, is in an interesting plot point. Wish I could have seen it much further detail in the grander story, but where we are, what can you do?
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Spicy?
I was gonna tell Vash. I see you're reading the Yaku. When the kid marries into the family, hasn't married the girl, like they're all like assassins.
Oh yeah, Keshi Triangle.
Yes.
Like that.
Oh, Mission Yutaka Family. I love that series.
When the series first like aired, I remember like reviewing the first chapter on my Instagram, and I was like, this has potential. And to see that, like, it's always getting like cool, like recognition on like on Twitter. Now, like, you're reading it, it makes me want to pick it back up, because I did
always promote it on Twitter. I always promote Twitter, and this is like, as much as we do my Hero Con and Black Horror content, my tweets probably gets 8 likes. Whenever I tweet ending this Mission to Family, I always get 30 or 40 likes or more. And I'm like, I'm happy about that, because there's a fan base for it. But also, like, I've been talking about the series since it first aired, like 2 years ago in 2019, back in September. Like, it aired in September 8th or 1st, around there that week.
Don't forget Spy X Family. I did.
Yeah, like, for people that enjoy Spy X Family, and for people that, when Sam told me, when I was about to read the chapter, and Sam said, oh, the next chapter is next month, I'm like, alright, cool, because we were like on May 30th or like May 28th. I'm like, alright, cool, next month. He probably means next week or 2 weeks from now. When I finished reading the chapter, like, bitch, that's June 28th. Man. Like, I'm like, that's June 28th. That's literally a month later. Like, damn, my man taking a whole 4-week break. Like, damn, that's literally a month. I'm like, hey, props to you. But
I said months.
But the reason I brought this up is because if you like the 3 type of family of assassins and powers and everything, go read Mission Secret Family. Spicy brought up is the
Yeah.
first chapter that a lot of people was probably. A lot of people thought it was gonna get axed around chapter 40, and I'm happy it didn't, because I've said it before, but the editor of Haikyuu joined Mission Secret Family around chapter 40. After chapter 44, it literally turned a huge turn of double spreads, of the panels, and the story wise. So if you read it, just stick on to chapter 40. It does a huge turn of improvement. So I really highly suggest it, because I love the series. I'm up to chapter 84.
The art style of it.
And I'm curious to know where it's gonna go, because technically right now chapter 84 they finished like a big arc of the overall grander story. So right now I'm really curious to know where's the story shift gonna go. So I'm really loving it. And last week it had the cover page of Shonen Jump, beautiful cover page. So props to that as well.
I saw that. I did.
It was beautiful.
So I need to get caught up in that. Like I said, I remember reviewing the first chapter and I was like, this has really cool potential. I like the premise, but I never picked it up again. But
if you do, I would love that, because the only other person I know that's gonna start reading it is Ray, and he said he's gonna read it after other 2 more series you read. I think you said, because you said they're gonna read 2 more series and then.
Catch up on, and
It's
Don't
on the
do
list,
that.
man. It's on
I'll
the
do
list.
that then.
Yeah.
Oh,
I need
so
to update
good.
my manga list, man. It's old shit.
By
Where
the way,
I'm
so
like,
back to what Spicy had said earlier about, with the pandemic and whatnot, and these series kind of like their longevity. I absolutely think that has something to do with it, because now there are more people who were like, I haven't had time to read manga in a very long time, and I'm gonna pick it up and read it. And so they have a different taste when it comes to jumping back into manga. So I could see why people would be like, oh yeah, I didn't like that one, because they're not used to that kind of stuff. So I mean, in some ways it's good for Jump, because the people who were getting comfortable and writing the formulaic stuff that was working before might not have worked during the pandemic, which is, I feel like, it's fine.
Who remembers Gravity Boys?
I do.
Never read a single chapter.
I do.
I read like 4 or 5.
It's still going. But
I read 4 or 5.
That's where I can kind of relate back to the Kishimoto thing. It's like he tried what he used to do, and people were like, "Nah, we don't want that."
So, question what Ashton brought up, because I think we've spoken about this before, but I really hope we get somebody from Viz or from Shonen Jump on the show, because I really want to know this. Because Ashton asked, if a manga gets canceled or axed in Shonen Jump, can the manga get picked up in Shonen in Jump Plus or Jump Magazine? What do you guys think about it? Because I've always been wondering, because I would have loved Phantom Seer to go to somewhere else, because Phantom Seer has huge potential. But it sucks to see that. Like, do you think it's licensing, or do you think once some type of mangaka goes on, they keep the publishing license of that series?
So kind of like a TV show from networks that they can shop it around. Yeah, I think it probably depends on the contract and the rights to the story.
I think that's what happened with Doro back when Kayoshida first. I think she did jump from publishers. I'm not mistaken.
I think that was Jump Plus.
Because I know JoJo went through that as well, and I know Gintama as well. So I'm like, could it be like only big series that could do that has big names, but like Gintama and JoJo
8 as well. It used to be on Jump Plus, and then it go down to regular Jump magazine as well. So I guess what happened is that
it's still on Jump Plus. It's just that we have it on Viz, but it's still on Jump Plus though.
I guess for our side, it's more popular. Maybe it gets more viewers, gets more readers in that sort of way, and it works out.
Yeah, kind of like music contracts, where it's like, we'll have you on for a certain amount of time, and then if you make this amount of money, we'll keep you on. If not, bye, deuces. Good luck.
Right. That's why I'm glad Magu-chan is still going, because you need those titles that are just so different.
That was just fun.
Sorry, wrong one. Me and Robocall, that's the one I'm shocked about. That's still going. It's on chapter 43.
I am also shocked that me and Robocall.
I feel like
that's the one I meant.
Soon. I feel like that's getting canceled.
I have seen people on the timeline saying
Bone Collection barely made it to 15 chapters.
But Sam, I've seen people that have said me and Robocall is the chapter of the week, and they read, I think, 15 out of the 21 series, and they said that Me Robocop is their top 3 chapters of the week. I'm like, so you read 15 out of the 20? I'm like, and that's your favorite of the week? I'm like, what's so good about like?
Were the other mangas on break or something like that? Where like
Those are people I know read My Hero, Black Clover, and everything.
Remember that some folks read Shonen Jump for the comedy shonen. Like
they do.
That's very popular,
and that's very much how Japan is. I'll be honest with you.
But then again, like Hard-Boiled Cop and Dolphin has that kind of comedy.
It has everything.
Well,
but thing is, they don't promote it well, Sam, as well.
I feel like that story is ending organically, though. Does that make sense?
Yes. For those that's cut up, yeah.
Maybe.
Is Zip Band still going on? I know.
That shit got an axe.
It's funny because
they murdered Zip Man so fast.
When I found out, cause I think Zip Man came out around the same time Gravity Boys came out, some shit. So I remember.
So spicy. It got officially on Shonen Jump on December 2nd, 2019. It got axed. Last chapter was April 6th, 2020. It lasted less than 6 months.
And I'm not gonna lie, when I read it, I was only reading because like it's one of Kohori Koshi's like artists, kind of getting their own series out, and you saw a lot of My Hero, like the drawing style was very much like My Hero type but I wasn't invested that much in like the plot, but the main character was cool, but I was just like. It's cool, mechas and shit. Like, it has potential, but I just was like, I don't know. I just kind of just let it float off into the abyss. But
I was invested for like the first 3 chapters, and then I got to chapter 4, and then it's like, I don't care anymore. I keep reading something else.
Yeah.
I also remember our Blood Oath too, and that got axed pretty.
Yeah, Blood Oath was interesting. I just haven't finished it. I think I'm on Blood Oath. I think I've read Blood Oath. Let's say 5 chapters. Out of the 18, I still did not finish it. I plan to finish it one day because since I read it, but it was interesting. It was interesting to see sense of a vampire story and everything. But it was like
it wasn't as popular.
It was that popular because I feel like nobody wants to see a kid that's a vampire. Like people want to see some type of like teenage or adults, but this kid was a 10-year-old type of vampire, and I'm like, like it has an interesting premise, but the concept was like. Fell flat. So I'm like, I was hoping for something more from them, and I was very disappointed in that. But Shonen Jump is getting 4 new series this month, so maybe that's why Hardboy Cop and other series are trying to squeeze in and trying to see what other series does well, because I haven't touched Me Roboco, 9 Dragon Ball Parade that does the baseball one. Still haven't touched ITLC. Never will touch High School Family, Kokose, Kazuku. Very excited and happy.
Still reading Mori King?
That's been axed.
Let's say it was over. Yeah.
Oh,
it got axed.
It finished.
They finished naturally. They
knew they did?
Start and they knew to finish. Yeah, they knew how to finish.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a story that really didn't have a whole lot. Like like from the start, you could tell it was a short story.
Okay.
But one series I'm happy that we cover on episode 2 of Shonen Ronin, Sakamoto Days, is getting the cover issue of Shonen Jump this Sunday, and I'm very happy for the series.
It works.
And also, it's getting a cover page too, so that is great. Cover page, this series will be lasting because it's great, and the current arc is in right now. It is good.
Yeah,
I need to read that too.
Yeah. Sakamoto Days is fun. It's one that I'm like, you can read a few chapters here and there and be perfectly fine. I don't feel like it's one that you ever have to be current on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just something you read for fun, straight up.
But Spicy, I do want to know.
Sorry, I was gonna before we go. Ashton, I did see that $22 donation.
Oh yes.
For the PC.
Yes, appreciate you,
we
bro.
know that. Don't think I didn't forget. I didn't see that. I definitely see it. I was just gonna do it right now.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, Ashton.
Yeah, bro. Seriously.
And you can always ask a question, like whatever you have, you can always ask a question for us guys and everything. But Spicy, I was gonna ask you, have you read Masho or Undead Unluck?
No, but I see you guys are always talking about it, and that's why I kind of sat down and let me update my manga reading list, because I have such old shit on there where I'm like, I'm not gonna read this. I want to read new stuff now to kind of inspire me to like I said, keep on reading and be consistent. So those are definitely on my new list. But yeah, I people are always talking about it in my timeline. I'm like, let me add this on here and see. But
Yeah, it's one of those ones where I'm like, I'm reading Undead Unluck, and I'll read Mashal eventually. It's just, I mean, Mashal's cool. It's just one of those series where I'm like, okay, I'll get there.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's like the premise is cool, but it's not like a must read premise.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not like a super big fan of Harry Potter to begin with. So,
Okay.
like, I like it, but like, I don't really care that much. So
Same here.
I don't know.
Not a huge fan of Harry Potter, but I love Mashal. I prefer
So-
Mashal over Harry Potter. That's for sure.
I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, but I'm not sure if I'm interested in reading a manga about magic. While I have a bunch of other shit that I'm trying to get caught up
I
on.
mean, Black
What?
Clover.
Okay,
I'll get
okay,
to it
okay,
eventually.
okay, wait,
Clover
wait.
But look,
is a golden magic
let
series
me-
anyway.
Mashal
okay,
with one.
that's
Okay,
different.
so think of it like One Punch Man, but like entertaining with magic. Like that
I'm
is
sorry, don't compare it to One
chaotic?
Punch Man because One Punch Man is incredible.
it's good art.
good.
Sam
Okay,
Sam could
no.
back me up here.
It's good art, but it ain't
But
One
it ain't.
Punch Man
It
art.
ain't
Oh yeah, of course.
One Punch
It
Man
ain't,
is
it
ridiculous.
ain't One Punch Man art, but I'm just saying like
I
the
don't think I've
story
seen
is
anybody
there.
One
Close.
Punch Man
I
is
have
so
not
I
seen
haven't
anybody
seen-
close
so
to One Punch
detailed.
Man art.
It's so detailed.
I haven't seen
love
a
One Punch
single
Man.
artist where it's like, yeah, this is close to One Punch
It
No.
Man.
makes me
Nobody has
sad
been
when they
close
compare like the
One Punch
manga
Man
art
art.
to like the anime, and I'm just like, I'm just like, as
Yeah.
an artist, I would have been pissed if I saw this in an
Well,
anime.
I mean, I'll be
Right?
honest. It's actually probably really hard to match.
no,
his
and
style.
I get it. Same with
'Cause it's so
Dr.
good.
Stone, with Boichi's
They
freaking
got really
dog.
Yo!
season one. They got
I
really close to
remember.
season one.
They did get close to season one.
Yo, Spicy, you said it on point. I remember when I saw season 1 both season 1 season 2, and a lot of people complaining like, yo, the anime is not good as the art in the manga. I'm like, no shit, you cannot compare
You
a
can't
go
get
art
the
to
Boichi
animation.
art
That's
style.
hard.
You're
People
gonna
at the time
be
I were
sitting there
complaining
for
like,
years. You can't
a lot of people
do that.
complaining like, oh, why can't it be more detailed? I'm like, do you understand how detailed Dr. Stone manga is compared to
Bro.
anime? Like, it's hard to adapt go art
Like
to
when
an
Senki
anime
came
adaptation.
into,
I mean,
like,
like,
the
do
little,
y'all,
like,
do
area
y'all
with,
want
like-
an anime or not?
Yeah.
Like, just
Boichi's
accept what
artwork,
you
like,
get.
Try here and there, but I love Boichi's artwork. My friend
Ooh,
met
me
him
too.
at Anime NYC last year, and I was so jealous. I'm like, I love him. I love his art. Like,
But yeah,
So good.
Murata is goated and will always be.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just, oh man, like I'm sure there will be somebody someday. It's just not right now.
Even though like One Punch Man's chapters are short, you can
They're
never
so
complain with the
I
art.
always, I have
And
never
the story
read the
actually
One
is
Punch
good.
Man chapter and been like, oh, I don't want any more of that. I want,
Right?
I want it. I love all of it, and the story is also great if you ask me. It's like not super, like it's one of those things where we have so many shonen that have so many different plot points that just kind of dangle out there. They string you along bit by bit. One Punch Man has a story that it's been telling, and it's just like, okay, yeah, this is great. Like it's like maybe 2 or 3 plots, and I'm like, good, that's fine. That's all I need in some stories, straight up.
I mean, like it's been on the same arc for a while though.
It's been real good though.
It's been good though, but
Like,
I'm really
he had me that last chapter though. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, you had me in the first half. Because I told you, I remember I put in the group chat. If he does what I think he's about to do, I quit this series forever. And he did. So I was like, good. You read my message.
oh,
I feel
GB
like sorry, go for it.
no, I was gonna say like GB. My sister's been binge watching Black Clover, and she's about close to where I stopped at. So now I'm kind of like gonna have to like get caught up in it, and eventually I'll probably have to read the manga because my sister.
Yeah, come
She-
on. to
Spicy,
the dark
read
Because-
side.
the manga, bro.
I
Read
know,
the
I
Yo,
manga.
have a few
yo,
thumbs up
Spicy.
there.
If you read Black Clover and JJK and My Hero, that means you could come on Shona Ron on a Sunday
yeah,
with
man,
us.
I'll do that, man. Cause I'm like,
Yo,
but my
because-
sister calls also, the stick boys. She calls them the stick boys.
You will
Yeah.
not be disappointed
Yeah.
with the manga. The manga is
Yeah.
consistently great.
I
The
did
manga
see Meryl.
is
I did see a
infinitely better than the anime.
I did
Binge
see
reading
Meryl
Black
Leone's,
Clover is
like,
great.
Moment on Twitter, I did see that, and I'm like, and she's my favorite character. So when I saw her little like moment in the manga, I was like, damn, I need
Who's your favorite character?
Marileona.
Oh my
As it
girl.
Yo, she gets so many.
I saw it, and I'm like, that's my girl, man. I need to hurry up.
She is
It's a
great, and
binge read.
But Noel's
Yeah,
about to
great
get
binge
that-
read.
Noel's about to get that moment.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so excited.
Noelle's about to put in that work. She has become one of my favorite like female MCs ever.
And I heard about what happened with what's his name. My friend told me how he took care of like the final battle type.
Oh, Magna? Yeah.
Magna, yeah, Magna.
Yes, bro.
I was like, dang, let me
It
get caught
was
up.
so good.
And it wasn't cheesy too. Like the
Yeah.
spell he came up
It
with.
wasn't. We love that shit.
Not always about.
No one else
I
could
think
do
that
it.
was
It's
reminding us,
Magna's
not always
spell.
about power levels. It's about strategy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know. Ooh-wee. But I mean, in that case, it was about balancing the power levels, but that was
Ooh.
strategy to begin with. So whatever, it worked. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
All right. Ashton brought up a good question for us to tackle right now, and this will be a good topic to discuss. In your opinion, what shonen has the best art, and also what webtoon has the best art? I think we should talk about current.
That's easy for me.
Yeah. Current shonen, right?
I think
What's-
we just answered that, didn't we?
Oh
yeah, current shonen with the best art, and then current webtoon with the best art. So that's easy. One Punch Man, Solo Leveling.
I don't read One Punch Man, but I've seen pictures. But I will not say One Punch Man since I'm not caught up or anything. I'm gonna say Dr. Stone since I've actually read 91 chapters out of the 100 and something there's out. So I could say Dr. Stone as much as I love One Piece and other type of series from Shonen Jump. But the ones that I literally stare and be like, this is some type of gospel shit. Is Dr. Stone made from?
Yeah, it sounds like you
is
need
made
to
from poetry.
read One Punch Man.
I have literally 12
he barely
issues.
Caught up. He barely
12
caught up on
issues.
JJK, okay.
I have 12 issues from Dr. Stone.
That's fine.
I will preach the gospel of Dr. Stone.
Speaking of issues, hold up. So we'll get. I'll answer this question in a second. Speaking of issues, okay. I recently
Got your
talked
Chainsaw
about
Man?
stuff, and I was like, you know what? Let me. No. So I got my Chainsaw Man. This is different though. I was like, let me go collect something that I have been wanting to have for years, literal years. It's one of my favorite things. I went and bought the Mega Man NT Warrior.
Hey.
Yo, that's dope.
I will tell you, I
Hey.
have all of them except for number 12 because number 12 was out of circulation in print in 2007,
Goddamn.
and now that it's a very limited, it's very limited to find, and you can only you could. I wish I would have bought it. The only copies you can find are now none go below $283.
Dang.
I was
So
I
I'm
was
never gonna
a
have that. I'm never unless I get like Apple Tim Cook money. I ain't gonna never have that.
so chat.
Right? I can't just
So
$200.
so chat. If you wanna donate $283 for Ray to get the last issue 12, you know what to do. You will make his day, and I will just.
I would love to have this complete set because it is very.
That's funny. I just recently went out. So I've been binge watching Sayuki on Hulu. And I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
And I'm like, our style is so good. And I went out on vacation, and like I think a Books a Million had 2 of the volumes, and I'm like, yo, I have to get it because I love the art. The plot is okay, but the art style is so good. It's like that classic '90s shonen.
Yeah.
Art
Oh,
style.
nice.
Mhm.
I'll have to check it out. Yeah. Has anyone bought the first volume of Solo Leveling yet?
No, my friend did though.
The price went up. The price went up.
How much?
for
How
it.
much did it go up?
I think it went up to 18 for that
hold on,
one
hold on.
volume.
Yeah,
So
no,
much
I mean,
hold up.
that's
That's how
not
much
that's not
VSP
terrible.
manga is.
Vinland,
It's not
Vinland
terrible.
Saga for me is like 21, 22 bucks.
Yeah,
per
Yeah,
Yes.
it varies.
Oh really?
is what it is.
It
Google
very
Stray
varies.
Dogs is like
Oh, James for me is
$18.
actually 15, 17.
Oh, nice, cool.
Number one.
Yeah, I got mine.
Yeah.
I got mine in the mail. So
Got it.
When's
Mine,
the
I-
one coming out, Ray?
It's
So-
beautiful, bro.
yeah,
the same.
Oh.
It's actually coming out soon, I think.
I was
think it's
looking at it
I
in
thought
Barnes and
I think
Noble.
it's in December. I think number 2.
Yeah.
Damn, really? That's
Yeah,
far.
it's far. I could be wrong,
Well-
but I thought it was December.
Cause like what I found out when I checked in, Kaiju number 8 volume 1 coming in December.
I pre-ordered that one too. Thank you for the catch on that, because I was like, yeah, let me
Yes,
pre-order
I was
this.
like-
got that pre-ordered.
I don't care what I don't care what cover they choose for the volume 1. I'm already gonna pre-order
Listen,
this.
people, if y'all been watching this show for a long time, you will know that I don't collect very many.
I was right.
Because
Ray
it's like
is not in December.
When is it?
June 29th.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was like, I saw it coming out.
So it don't matter.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw it actually come out this month. I'm like,
But
it's
no,
soon.
There are
So
very few
I tried to double check.
series now that I want to have physical. Solo Leveling and Chainsaw Man are like 2 huge exceptions, like currently.
Yeah, I
So
gotta
I'm
have
like,
kaiju, bro.
I gotta have kaiju as well. Like straight up, I have to have it. So
like after usually it's like every 3 months, 2 or 3 months in between for the next continuing volume, which all perfectly fine.
Well, I'm mad about.
by the way,
I still
have you
haven't
seen how
gotten
much
Mission
them
Yuzaka Family.
Have you seen
No,
how much them,
physical.
last Ronin books are going for, bro? James,
What's
those
Yeah,
books are
they're-
expensive as
Yeah, bro.
fuck.
Wait,
I was like, are you kidding me?
Are you talking about the last Ronin of the
I went
TMNT?
to a local spot and he was like, "Yeah, bro, these are almost $100 pop, some like 180 plus." And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm good.
The last Ronin, the last Ronin of the TMNT.
Yes.
120?
That was a very expensive
Holy shit!
Wait. For what kind of comic? Like
for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic. The last
One
one.
Was that hardcover
No,
or is
so
that the
each?
each? Wait, what?
Yes, bro.
each
Alright,
issue?
alright.
If you didn't get them when they released for the normal price, like now they're selling for almost $100 each.
Ray, I will check my local comic book shop for you.
Good luck, bro, because they all know that they all jacked up that value real quick.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys, I'll be back.
I
I'll
love
see what I do. I'll see what I can do.
But I
see
wanted
what you
it,
do.
and I was like, oh, I don't want it that bad.
If I knew that was gonna happen, I would have bought issues
see,
for us.
I usually always know that Ninja Turtles does. So there are two books outside of the big stuff that does that. It's Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They do numbers, and it's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, because they actually last for a very long time.
Well,
Considering they came out in like
those old folks are
1920s.
still alive. Those are our parents.
Yeah, they came out. They were like one of the first comic books that came out with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But like now, since you tell me this, there's gonna be scalpers,
Oh yes.
and that's gonna be like that's messed up because we're gonna have to fight against scalpers and prices just to be able to get one copy. Bullshit.
Well, I mean, and I got
That's
I
wild.
The copies that I wanted were like the special edition, like.
I thought it was
covers.
yeah.
They're so nice. They're so nice. But I want them. I want them really bad. And there's still a Venom book that I'm chasing, physically. That came out I don't know 2 years ago. It was like Venom #3 in this new run.
Oh, good luck, bro.
Yeah, bro. I was so mad because it was the 1 week that
All
I
right.
didn't go to the store fast enough, and it was gone. And I'll never be able to find it.
Give me a list, Ray. Give me a list of comic books if you ever want it, and I'll look for it
I hate
myself.
to tell you, I can't do that for you because these are just the expensive books. All the ones I want.
I need to see.
collectible books.
It doesn't hurt. It does not.
I would
hurt
love to search
check.
for you, Ray,
Learn
but
from
my
experience.
Sam got AMC money now. I forgot.
Nah,
I would search
I'm
for you,
just
Ray,
like-
but I can't speak for you because my local comic book shop is in the city, and that's
I
technically
got you, Ray.
that is
I got two
technically
comic book shops around.
Midtown Comics, and Midtown Comics are not cheap.
No, they not. Good God.
They're not.
No.
They're not.
I was
I've gone to them;
anytime,
they're expensive
I
as
got-
fuck.
and I was like, nope.
The same place where I got you that Superman card is a mom and pop
I
shop.
love those
So
cards,
Those are
by the way.
best.
Those are
so
Yeah.
I'll go to that one and see what they have for you,
bet.
man.
Mom and Pop
Give
Shop
me a
is
list.
the best with comics.
They are
Oh my
the
god.
Yeah,
love it.
they survived.
Yeah, I
throughout
try
the
to support
this-
whenever I can.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad they survived through COVID. and,
Oh,
like,
I've never
God,
met
you
one.
You just got to O'Clock. Okay, that's some of my favorite shit of vigilantes right there. Keep going. Keep going.
Agreed.
ooh.
I still need to catch a Vigilante. I stopped on like chapter 80.
Vigilantes has been gas, like just all the way through. I love that story.
On the topic of My Hero, can we talk about the anime?
Yes.
Yes,
we
we're
finally,
fine.
Hold on.
Finally got to see Black Whip
Yes,
animated.
finally, like
Oh, yeah.
The rest of everybody who's a My Hero fan now knows that Deku has multiple quirks.
Yes,
That's why I was
finally. We can finally talk about that.
I have been telling people for the longest time. If you have not gotten to this point in the manga, do not watch the movie, the newest movie.
Even
Because
though
it
they
literally,
showed-
it
but
literally
they
spoils it for you.
They showed it in the marketing though when they first were new season. They showed it in the trailer and they showed it in the marketing poster.
did,
Like they
but
they
if
showed
you don't know,
it.
you don't know.
Yes,
you know what
I
I'm saying?
Yeah,
know,
if
I
you don't know
know.
what's going on, you won't
The
understand
movie-
it.
They literally
The
blurred
movie-
out a new. They blurred it out.
The
I'm
reason why I
like,
say it is
bro.
because in the movie, people they literally explain it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, don't watch this movie.
Nine literally says
Yes,
it.
yes. This
But
man has
what-
more inside of him. I'm like, what?
But I like the animation. When I thought it was gonna be the Black Whip, I thought it was gonna be having red type of outline. But I like the green because it works with his full cowling.
Makes sense,
So
yeah.
it makes sense.
Because it's you know why? It's because it's Deku's quirk.
Right.
Correct. Because I thought it was gonna be what's his face? I forgot his name. The one that has the bald head. The one that actually has his quirk.
Oh, the sixth user? I can't remember.
Yeah,
his
6
name.
years. I forgot his name on top of my head. But yeah,
I
but
don't
because
even know his name. He's the sixth
I know,
user,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
6
none of
years.
them really have names.
Yeah, I forgot the name. So 6 years
Deku
ago.
would just say the six.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true. He does call them 6, the 8th, the 2nd, the
Calls them by
3rd.
number.
Yeah. So
Not really
so the 6th
Goro?
user.
Agoro.
The 6 years of that, I'm going to
Agoro.
go with that. Because I would definitely...
Wait,
I would
he's-
definitely
wait,
forget.
He's the 5th.
Oh, he's the 5th?
Smoke screen is the 6th.
Yes, that's why
My
because
bad,
we're currently on 6.
And technically, spoilers for those that don't know what we're talking about. Just forget what James just said.
At this point, man, y'all be alright.
Sorry.
No.
I'm glad it wasn't me. That's the thing. Glad it wasn't me. That's for one
Y'all
sure.
be alright.
God, I'm
Damn.
so sorry.
You mean the Hellboy like guy? Yes, that guy. And by the way, I will say that his characterization in the anime was perfect. It was
It's
that's
good.
exactly
I
what
like
wanted.
it.
I was
I
like,
watch it
no,
yet.
I was like, yes. You were
Yo,
so
what's
good.
funny? I haven't seen the whole season or finished season 4, but I just saw
I've
that
watched-
scene.
I've
I'm
watched
not surprised.
I've watched it every
I'm-
weekend.
I'm not watching My Hero.
I plan to catch up.
So good. It's
I plan to catch
so
up
great.
to My Hero once I
This-
catch up to
this
some
arc
spring
has had
season.
Some amazing
Yes,
moments.
same Vash. Same.
God, it's so good.
Cause when you're caught up in certain manga series like the animes, I'm like, you get lazy. It's like
My Hero is an
ah.
exception for me. Like legit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just love it so much. Like the score, the animation,
yeah.
like it's all too good for me
There,
to not
there are
watch
two
it
that
too
I have an exception for. It's JJK and My Hero. Like those
Mm-hmm.
ones
For
I will
me-
watch regardless.
It used to be One Piece, but I'm gonna watch One Piece again because I feel like Wano's gonna help me explain a bit what's going on. But that's a whole different conversation because I know Sam will understand where I'm coming from because I feel like Wano has so much information in the beginning of the acts, but now that Wano anime has been like good 80 episodes in, I feel like it's a good time to watch those episodes and fully understand what's going on. So I feel like that's the same thing for My Hero because I feel like My Hero explaining what that manga is going on but in animation form will help a lot of viewers and audience understand what the
I will
users and
say,
everything.
I picked up on something with All For One that I was like, this raggedy bitch, he does know what's happening. He legitimately
yeah.
knows.
Oh, yes.
But I mean, even
How?
from then to where we are now, he knows what's happening. He knew, and I'm like, how?
Yeah, I'm like,
like-
how? Like, yo, the rain. How's the rain important? So those are our fans of Shonen will understand this type of
It's
inside
all
joke.
It always goes back to the rain. Always.
That's the main key, the rain.
Can you stop the rain? No.
But speaking about My Hero on the topic, still on this anime and everything else. So did you guys see the rumor about the game?
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah,
listen.
I did.
I'm
Thought it was
not
going to be
finna-
more
I'm
like
not
fighters.
I'm not finna
Yeah.
comment on that rumor or speculation until I actually see something.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because look,
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
but
such
what's
a
your
big
thoughts?
rumor.
What's your
That's a-
thoughts, though? That's what I'm asking
Look.
about the thoughts about the rumor. Okay,
Let's
hypothetically, if it's true, Ray, how would you feel about it? If it's true, how would you feel about it?
How would I feel about getting an actual fighting game that's My Hero Academia? Hell yes.
Yes.
Right?
Like an
Right.
actual
Yes.
like I'm y'all know me, I'm a fighting head. I love fighting games. If I got
Same.
an actual fighting game that was My
Yeah.
Hero, that would be literal godsend for me.
Yeah.
But because of what it is, I have very, very little faith that that's a real thing.
I
Very
yeah.
little.
If they smart, they'll do it though. Spicy, have you played any of the One's Justice games?
Nope.
No, I have not, but I've seen the setup kind of reminds me a lot of like just trying to think of a game. 'Cause when I
Storm?
first yeah, Storm. Because I remember I got Storm playing and I was like, oh, it's okay. So when I saw My Hero was like that, I was like, it's definitely
Yeah,
like a
it's-
one-time play type of thing.
It's
But I
fun
did, like,
for a couple
fight.
hours, and
Yeah.
then it's like,
Well, that's it.
I'm
It's,
bored.
it's literally fun for a few hours and then you're done.
That's it.
No.
But fighters, I trained on fighters for like a good summer, and I did
I
like training on it.
love-
So if that's the
Train?
closest
Wow.
distance,
I was gonna
Girls
go
committed.
I was entering
Look
like
out.
fighters at Evo if Evo happened before COVID, but then
Mm-hmm.
COVID happened. So yeah,
I
like
mean,
that's how much I
Evo-
like fighters.
There is gonna be evil this year, right?
We don't know yet.
yeah, no, I just saw like E3 and like
They were talking about it being
other
digital,
ones.
but you know, digital fighting game tournaments.
Those are horrible. Like, yeah,
I'm like, yeah, good luck with that.
You would. You
I
would
mean,
need to
they've
pay
been
extra for
doing it.
internet and stuff, right?
they've been doing it, bro. So
Yeah,
But for me,
I'm
like,
still go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, if the game is true, if the game does happen, I will actually play this one. I guess would you count if I play my Hero One Justice 1 or 2? Yes and no, cause I played with Sam when we were at a con.
We
But
beta
did I-
tested- We beta
yeah.
tested the-
Yeah, so
oh, cool.
Second
so we
one.
beta tested the second one. I played the first one at a con, but it was just there hanging around during a booth. But have I played it in my own crib, but have I played with our friends and everything in our actual concert that's not at a con? No. So like it was cool, but I feel like the game mechanics needed to still be fixed because when me and Sam played twice or three times, like some characters were too OP because I think Sam was he kicked my ass with a character and he barely did anything. I'm like, what you do? I'm like, I don't know, I'm just raising buttons. I'm like,
I mean, no, it was Shigaraki.
I think it was
Shigaraki, Endeavor,
Endeavor, All Might, Mirio, Ida.
This is a brawler niggas.
Bakugo.
I was All Might against Sam and I kicked his ass and all I was doing was pressing two buttons like, okay, hey, I don't know much about games, but
it's like that RDC World video where back then doing combos was so difficult. You had to flip your controller 3 times in order to be able to counter. But now it's just like one button and boom, you got super combo onto them.
Because those characters literally just like 2 buttons will literally throw the character in the air. They take it down and then left and right. I'm like, I just press 2 buttons. How did you do that?
They made it accessible for people to play it.
True, but it's like
they assumed there'd be a lot of kids playing.
So I think if
fuck them kids.
Well, no, that's where the money at now. Come on, a lot of people are doing that. I'm not saying it's right, but this is the first game they want that money. But now that I feel like if they do go to fighters route, that would be
Demon Slayer gonna be the same way.
I mean,
but thing is, okay, but look, but how is it that Naruto Storm as the first game was good and Naruto Storm 2 was better?
All right, let's pump your brakes. Naruto Storm 1 was fine.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, sorry, I'm not. Was great.
Was I would say much better than the first, but it wasn't until that third one that game was goated.
It was slaps, definitely. But you get what I'm saying? Is like, how do you go from One Justice 1 to One Justice 2 to where
One Justice 2 was way better than 1, but you know what? That was not a high bar to clear.
Exactly, because I have seen people play gameplays and everything. I saw you playing some gameplays My Hero One Justice for a short time that you did. It's like never interested me, and I love anime games for what it is, because you know it's not like I'm James that's gonna buy a whole Jump Force and everything.
Like the Black Clover game, so it's fine.
Yeah,
because it wasn't good.
I was gonna say that actually was a beta taster on the Black Clover game.
That game is very bad. It was feel bad.
I remember.
I also happy that Ray said, "Oh, cool! I could try it out."
Yeah,
I played it
out of my house.
I played it. I texted Ray. I'm like, "Yo, I beat it. I was bored though, but I beat it." Ray told me like, "Did you have fun at least for that first game lap?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I'm a Black Clover fan. I had a good time. Other than that, can't say nothing more. But I'm like,
I still haven't played it. I have to check it out.
Don't do it.
No.
Hey James, if you want,
he's got.
I can send it to you.
A group copy that
No, to be honest, when I beta tested, I was like, "This is I." So when I found out it wasn't good, I was like, "Yeah, well, the beta test wasn't that great either."
Yeah.
So James, if you want it, I can literally ship it to you because you can wait for Ray to me. I can literally ship it to you, no problem at all. It's still good condition.
I've said this a million times. What I really want is a My Hero game like Kakarot
Spider-Man?
or like Spider-Man.
Listen.
That is the best way.
Selfish and mean, but I want every anime game to be like
Spider-Man.
Yes.
I want to be Deku going through the story of him rising up the ranks in UA, and then I want to get to a point where I actually have my hero license and I just literally jump around the city of Japan and just save people.
That takes money though.
I know.
That takes money.
But they got
take my money.
But also,
it takes 7 to 8
but James,
years to build.
but
I don't care.
also passionate people,
bro.
Passionate people and good producers in those games, because there has to be somebody in the room that will actually convince them to actually.
Forever, so, like,
correct, but like there has to be a producer and people that have passion projects on these games to actually say like, hey guys, you said that game of Spider-Man and God of War that took us 4 or 5 years, those people on Sony and everything, let's actually put those time and dedication of, instead of making a game that takes 2 years or a year, let's actually take 4 or 5 years and put the time and effort. But they want the money now, not the money later.
Yeah, no, 100%. Especially in the video game industry. The video game industry, they say.
I don't know, if you think about it, there feels like there's a disconnect between the anime industry and the video game industry. There's a disconnect.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Like they don't see eye to eye in a way like they don't have developers.
Well, because they're all designed the same way.
And if
they're
you
all
think
designed the same way.
I think it's the license the licensing sickness? Because remember there was a time where everything got a license out and they got a terrible video game.
Yeah.
They were like,
Yes.
no, we don't even want to try it no more. Because remember for a long time Disney also was the same way with everything.
Yeah.
All of a sudden we're starting to slowly get that stuff again. So I don't think it's impossible. It's just that it's just now started to change. So
Yeah, like in the most recent news, I'm happy that God of War got delayed because they said like, you know, guys, we're not ready. We don't want to be like Cyberpunk and everything.
But that happened,
Yeah.
yes, that happened to Cyberpunk. So
Cyberpunk
like,
is fucking
4
I'm
times.
I'm still.
They
waiting
needed
to
more
find out if I
delays.
can buy that game.
Yo,
was
Spicy,
still
James
ready.
asks Ray almost every 2 weeks to a month. Hey,
Yeah, I just
Ray,
messaged him, hey, can I buy it now?
Ray, like, nah, just wait a bit more. More. He probably has asked.
Like a stock hold.
He probably asked Ray probably about 8
by the time
times.
it's ready, you'll have a PlayStation 5.
yeah.
I hate to put it that way, but that puts
Because when I
it
saw a lot of streamers playing it, I was like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah, it's like Cyberpunk it had an original release date, and then it was delayed like 4 times.
Yes.
And then the game comes out, and then everyone's complaining about how buggy it is. They've dropped 2 huge patches, maybe even 3, and it's still not good. Like, what
Bro,
the
it's-
fuck,
it's-
bro?
But what were
still
y'all
bad.
doing during all this pushing back
Well,
dates?
they-
What were you guys doing?
They lied to us and they redid the game like 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's how it goes. That's exactly how it goes.
So it's
So,
like,
but-
I'm like still really disappointed in that game
But
because
so-
that game has the potential to be fantastic. It's
It was
just
the
not-
marketing for me. Like y'all hyped it up, got Keanu Reeves.
Of
Like
course,
he wasn't
right?
even in the
Yeah,
game.
That's how they were
You
going
hyped
because
it up,
they
so-
knew that's how they were going to make their money. We have to hype this shit up to unrealistic proportions, and they did.
Yeah.
So-
And they did a fantastic job for it because Chat actually wants us to discuss 2 things since we're on the topic of games and everything. The one topic by asking again, what games are we looking forward to at E3? That's one. And
Oh, that could be a whole last 2 hours for me.
Yeah.
Right?
all right. So before we spend like, you know, probably 3 hours with Ray talking about games here about E3, Bo said he's excited for Halo Infinite. Asher said that they're excited for
Finally.
like a Spider-Man game, and then I think Asian thinks Spider-Man is environment, the game is trash. And what? I don't know what that means or say.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
I just read a chat and I have no clue what that meant. But yeah, and they're hoping we get another Ghost of Tsushima as well.
Ghost of Tsushima is like probably one of
Have
the
to.
best games in the past 10
Ever.
years.
In
No
my
cap.
opinion,
No
that I've
cap.
ever played.
In the past 10 years, Ghost of Tsushima is
Really?
one of yes, it is a fantastic video game.
It is the only game that is like, you know what? I have to platinum this game. It's so good.
So
I have to platinum this game. There's
Very, very
days.
good.
that's above
there's days
like
I
Spider-Man
play Ghost
and
of
God of War.
Tsushima.
I would say it's up there with them, straight up.
Oh, with them.
I-
Okay.
But I'll
Definitely.
be honest, I had more fun with Ghost of Tsushima than I did with God of War. Only
I
because
would-
of the way it plays.
Yeah, I would play. I would
Interesting,
definitely pick
okay.
Ghost of Tsushima over God of War any day, dude. There's some days I would be playing Ghost of Tsushima for like 4 to 5 hours, and I'm just riding through the country, just looking at different things. Like I'll do little side missions here and there, but just to explore the world itself, just riding around on the horse, going to like the different overlooks that you can see, the different shrines, the temples. Just that alone, like I don't even want to do the missions sometimes. I just want to experience the game.
Wasn't what they want. That's what they wanted Cyberpunk to be. They kind of wanted to be like
Yeah,
that. Like
immersion.
That's what
over-
they wanted it to
That's
be.
what
They
they
wanted
wanted.
it-
Immersion
it-
kinda
what
thing.
they
Wanted.
They wanted it to be very immersive. And it's
Yeah,
Never
it should-
got that.
It should be a futuristic GTA, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen. So like,
I remember when they announced
is
that they're getting an anime
Ghost
and a
of Tsushima
comic.
Is a much
Yep, I
better.
did post about that. Yeah.
You know what? I don't know if that's gonna happen now.
It's
They
coming
might-
out.
they might
Right.
wait on
It's
those.
coming out 2022, I think.
I'm about to say they're gonna push those as far as they can. Like they're trying to avoid all the negative press because if they
Yeah.
put them out
Yeah.
easier, if they would be just taken over by the negative press of the
I
game.
Yeah,
think
they'll get
Ma-
destroyed.
I think Dark Horse is doing the comic.
Yes, it is. It's Dark Horse. Yep.
And Trigger's doing the anime. So yeah.
Correct.
they gotta-
Trigger's doing the
they gotta-
anime
Yeah,
and Dark
so
Horse.
then-
So like,
Man.
best of luck to them with whatever they have planned and everything. But
Yeah, Ghost
I-
of Tsushima is an incredible game. Incredible.
I haven't played it, so I'm glad. I am glad to hear those words because I trust
it's a
you,
long
Ray.
ass game, so have
Yeah.
fun. You ain't gonna
Oh,
need
yeah.
a game for a while. Let me tell you.
Oh no, I'm not getting it
Awesome.
anytime soon. I'm not getting it anytime soon with my type of sketch.
Did
Nah.
you finish Final Fantasy 7?
Me, nah, cause that's not my.
Vash.
That's not my. I told you, Ratchet and Clank is next week. Ratchet and Clank next week. I told you, I'm doing that.
Ray, are you really surprised, Ray?
You know what? You know what game I've been playing was Ratchet and Clank, the 2016 one, and then I told you I'm playing another one until the new one comes out next week. I told you my game plan.
You didn't play the Final Fantasy VII remake, and I'm very disappointed.
No, I did play. I just haven't beaten it. But I told you what was my game plan. I told you this is what games I'm playing next.
You said it, but I'm still disappointed.
Okay.
I didn't beat Devil May Cry 5, so that's okay.
On the list.
So, Devil May.
That's literally an anime and video game form.
That's what I want to play. I want to play that one too.
Their boss battles are so like.
Put it on easy. I swear to God.
It's easy. No, because with that game, I have to train with Nero to like get it. If I come back to it, I remember nothing. But
put it on easy.
Yeah, put it on. I remember watching Ray play this game. Like, yo, it plays some like Roland from like
that game was so damn good. God,
it's just fun.
I need to play the Virtual DLC. But man, yeah.
I met the full cast at a con last year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Johnny Young Bosh.
Johnny Young Bosh, nice.
They're at a con, and I was like fangirling. So
I love Johnny Young Bosh. He's I've met him at I think 2 cons.
He's dope.
I love him, bro. When I went, it's kind of sad because like the rest of the voice actors, like they're not like in the voice acting game that much, so they had like a few like little portraits.
But it's like Johnny Young Bosh is
a whole ass fan of nothing but all the characters he voiced was like, how much you want? $22 for Vash Stampede? Like this, who you want? Like, let me know. And I'm just like, oh my god.
What's funny?
I actually remember that day.
Me and Sam were just walking around, and we turned left, and we see, oh shit, that's Johnny Young Bosh. Sam was like, oh shit, that's Johnny Young Bosh. I'm like, yeah, shit, that's him.
Okay, I'll give the whole entire narrative. So we were just walking around the convention center. We were just walking around exploring. We saw the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger booth.
Yeah.
And Johnny Young Bosh is the original Black Ranger.
Yeah.
Second Black Ranger.
Second Black Ranger technically. And then like,
I know
is he
my
playing
Power
a
Ranger
character?
shit,
Here's it's okay, it's good. So I was trying to convince Vash, like, yo, you sure you don't want to like a photograph photo because the line was empty. He was taking photographs, he was taking autograph and all that stuff. That's like, I mean, what anime? And that's like, he also voiced anime. Like, what anime character? Oh, let me check. Oh, now I know.
Everyone.
No, it's not that. No, is that?
That was his first ever voice acting role. Was Vash the Stampede in Trigon.
Yeah,
that was his first
role. That's his first role.
That was the second time I was introduced to him. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and his third role was third and fourth was actually Ichigo. So like that's pretty dope to actually see him.
Yeah.
It was.
So like
he signed my Ichigo manga with him in the chinchilla. He signed it for me.
By the way, Animal, yes, Shattered Grid is that game is an incredible fighting game. Like it is so good. Battle for the Grid is incredible. It's so good. I love that game. And if y'all ain't played it yet, you like Power Rangers, you need to play Battle for the Grid. I am not playing with you.
I haven't played it yet, but I've been wanting to as well.
It's very good.
Yeah, like I heard a lot of things are good about that game because I remember correctly, Ray got hella pissed when he found out that Jump Force got into the category of Game of the Year when Shattered Grid did not.
Listen, bro.
Jump Force.
It was not a good year. It was not a good year.
And it's like every time I look up, they're always adding.
I was already depressed that year, and then they decided to put this fake ass fighting game up for fighting game of the year.
My godmom was like, "I'm gonna pay like $200 to buy Jump Force." I'm like, "Why?"
That's James right there.
Well,
that was almost James.
I think that's how James and I truly became friends. Because I saved him some money.
Yes, he saved me a lot of money and heartache.
I said, God, Mom, do not buy that. Do not buy that. Trash ass. She's like, oh, I don't know. Yes, don't. Please. I'm begging you. My cousins do not need that.
Listen to her.
But in my defense, this was before the game even came out. I was super excited. I was like, oh shit, Luffy, Goku, Naruto, all of these different characters in the same game.
You're spending 40 minutes on story.
The trailer was good. But then after
Yeah.
I saw the gameplay, I was like, this is gonna be bad.
I was like, I want the collector's edition. I want the steel book.
He did say that, yeah.
I want
no.
everything, bro.
Yeah, he
I
wanted
was-
it.
Yo,
I
so for
already
me-
had the 200 locked, bro. I already.
So
had it
for
locked.
me, the only thing I wanted was actually the statue of Goku, Luffy, and Naruto. That's the only thing I wanted. I'm like, yo, can I buy that
I heard
separate?
those were
And
trash too, though.
They almost had me with Seiya and JoJo, but then I was
Listen,
like,
they almost got me with when they put All Might in the game, and then they almost got me again when they added what was the JoJo character they added?
Giorno.
Yep, when they added
Yep.
Giorno. And then who else was it that there was one other character, and I was like, I'm not falling for it. I quit. No.
Yeah. Like, oh, you're the Ichi. Your daddy, you the
Yep.
Ichi a few months back, like trying to get people to. Like,
So
no
I
one's
think
gonna
I'm
play
gonna make it a donation instead of on my channel. We get $500. I'll play Jump Force for a whole stream.
Hey, get your racks up. Get your racks up. Hey, wait, did y'all see that clip where the guy was like, he was playing a game, they're
that
like,
sounds like a
oh,
really bad idea though.
they're like, will you play Minecraft? And he's like, no. And then someone sent like 10K, and then he just switched to play Minecraft for every stream.
That would have been me, bro. Be like, all right, I'm
Well,
a
yo, I'm about to say, Ray.
I'm balling off of AMC right now, so I might just do that donation, Ray.
I was about to say, Ray, like, literally, you said it. Ray, you said it on this stream, and your fans also listen to this. That means 500 could be donated this Saturday when you stream. You'll be like, why? I'm like, why did I just get donated $500?
That's gonna be you.
Just chill, bro. Just chill.
What's the most likely it's gonna be you to do that or something?
Me right now, boy, I'm trying to move out. I'm not trying to spend $500 right now. I'm trying to move
Keep your
out.
money, bro. No.
I'm like, yo, cause if I do send it to Ray, I'm gonna be like DM like, yo, can you send me back that $500 back? I kind of want that back.
Can I hold that back? Dude?
Like, yo, can pass that back to me real quick? I was trying to do that as a joke, but can I get my money back?
See how my bank account is set up, and Twitch already took their piece.
Like you see with the check-ins and the savings,
Oh man, that's
you know,
tough
shit
right
happens.
now. Yeah. Oh my god, but nah, the other games I'm excited for from E3, anything Star Wars first and foremost, like anything.
Yes.
Anything that's not Squadrons, because Squadrons is ass.
I love Squadrons. It's not great, but I love it because.
Oh yeah, it's free this
I
month.
love space stuff. I love like ships in space.
Dude,
That's
Rogue
what-
Squadron
that's
to this day is still one of my favorite games of all time.
It's
I
'cause it's got
tried
a- it's got a
Squadrons.
story.
I'm like, this isn't for me,
It's
man.
because it's not Rogue Squadron.
So,
It's
Ray,
not.
question: do you think they will re-release, or do you think they will have some version of Force Unleashed from the PS3 back now with Disney?
They have to, bro.
But it's part of Legends. But it's part of Legends. So like,
So,
I'm hoping they bring some way back.
What you're gonna get KOTOR. You ain't gonna get like if you do, it'll be because they were like, well, shit, we have to do something to gain favor back with the Star Wars crowd. So
They
I love
redid
Force Unleashed.
Battlefront. Why not get Force
Yeah.
Unleashed?
you know
Yeah.
why? Because they
If
can
that
put
same Woodward would do
microtransactions
it.
in Battlefront. You can't put microtransactions in Force Unleashed.
I mean, I guess if you could, if you did like a multiplayer mode, right? Like,
Oh, but it would be so
like
bad.
an online mode.
It'd be so
yeah,
bad.
I would, the only way you'd be able to do that is just DLCs and like new
So,
missions or
like,
side
look,
missions or stuff.
Jedi Fallen Order did really, really well, and so
Love Fallen
I
Order.
really feel like they're
I still need to play that.
focus
Yeah.
on that because it is a very good Star Wars game.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So that's why I don't think you can get anything like Force Unleashed ever again because Jedi Fallen Order did so good. They want to make it more precise. rather
Spicy,
than
did you
just
play that?
No,
ridiculous.
I did not. But I think I watched gameplay for it.
It's
and
good.
It was
You should
good.
play. For anybody who's a Star Wars fan, I encourage you to play.
It's
Fallen
dope.
Order.
My
Put it
dad's a
on the-
huge
put it
Star
on-
Wars fan.
Like put it on the easiest difficulty, just have a good time.
It's
It's a
free on
good
EA
thing.
Play right now, so
Yeah, it's
Okay.
good.
Ooh, yes?
I gotta
Definitely
cross.
check it out.
I gotta
It was also
stream
free on
PS4.
Stadia.
Oh god.
Don't get Stadia.
But
I think
I'm
PS5.
excited for that
PS5.
Arkham
You can buy one.
game that's coming out. That freaking DC announced with like all like the Robins and shit, and that we
So,
never
yeah, I
heard
was
from
about to bring
that one up,
Batman.
too.
And I'm like, damn.
I want Gotham Knights. I
Gotham
also want
Knights,
to know
yeah.
more about. The
I want
Fantasy
more about
Sci-Fi
that. Yes.
game. Let me
Yeah.
know
Oh,
how-
shit.
I need to know how that's gonna work. Like, please tell us.
Cause like
Shit, I
why-
forgot
why
about Suicide. That's
pick-
next year. Damn, wow,
When
shit,
is that?
damn.
When does that movie come out?
Doom the
Soon.
This year.
DC Dome
Does that
comes
come out this year?
Yeah,
I think.
I think
July.
August. I think August. When James got, I think like
Yeah,
August
so
20th.
That means if possible, they're riding that hype to
They
bring
got
that out early
HBO.
this year.
They
And
have
then-
HBO Max behind them too.
And then DC Dome's coming out in October, so who knows?
Yeah,
We're gonna, you
yeah,
know,
exactly.
and then-
Random, yeah.
You
So,
know, you right. So we probably ain't gonna get like gameplay for that until that, for real.
Yeah,
So-
Man,
Suicide
they
Squad is
should.
August 6th.
Well, I was close. I said 20th. I was like, damn, I was close though.
When I saw the gameplay, I'm like, yo, this looks like gonna be a good like Batman origin, like like kind of like more of like the Robins. I love the Robins. I feel like not a lot of games have that. I try the same Batman retelling.
I have
stories of
always
everything.
wanted a Gotham game where I could play with somebody else because those games are fun as hell. Like
Yes.
with another
And
person,
Tim-
it's gonna be great.
And Tim's not in a lot of the games, so I
Yeah.
like that they picked Tim because
That's
he's like a
true.
really massive detective. So I think that's gonna be like
That-
a cool missing
The
link.
most Batman like.
Yes.
I'm glad to also see Batgirl. Like other fans can actually play with Batgirl as well. Like me, people know I'm gonna play with Nightwing the whole time. I'm gonna play with Nightwing most of the times, but I'm gonna try Tim.
Play as Nightwing. Let's be real.
Hell yeah,
Well, but I
I'm
feel
a
like
different player than
Barbara
Nightwing. though.
relies heavily too much on gadgets.
She does.
She's nimble, but it's too. She relies too heavily on it to where you're kind of like.
I
all right,
kind of wish
cool.
that. I hope there's DLC, which there will be. That we
Yeah,
get,
there will most likely
that we
be
get
like other
Orphan.
DLCs
I would
from
love to have
characters
Orphan.
and stuff.
That would
I was
that
gonna
would
be. I was talking about actually, guys. Like, do you think there would be Orphan, Batwoman? Do you think there's
I
gonna
was just
be?
gonna say
Obi
They have-
Damien,
we have to
sure,
get
they will have
Kate
to.
Payne in
Yes.
the DLC.
This
yeah.
could be the first time
Look
we've
at
had Duke
Injustice.
in anything other than a comic. That'd be lit.
Bro. I
Yo,
love
having Duke would be dope.
Oh my
A
God.
Batwing?
Like,
my God,
not
that's
that,
amazing.
not that I
Jace.
love him, but that would be sick. You
If
know
you
what
could
I'm
get
saying?
Jace Fox and freaking
Yeah.
the latest
Yes.
like
First
Justice
Black
League
Batman
comics, I would
officially, yeah.
love that.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
would
sick.
love that.
By the way, I found that Future State comic somewhere. I have it.
Oh, I have it too. Bro.
I have the cover
It's
with him.
my favorite
It's
one.
beautiful.
I
beautiful.
love I love the Future State. I'm not caught up in the what you call it.
I'm not caught up in the
before.
story either. So
But
I'm like, but I needed
just-
that one. I needed
Just
that
reading it and like seeing how he like Superboy was like, you sing your own theme music when you're fighting, and he's just like,
one. Yeah, so
you
good.
hear that? I was like, oh my God, I love him. Cute.
But no, so I'm like, they could do a lot of stuff with that. That would be really
Yeah.
Yeah. Down the road, I would love to see an Azrael DLC.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
Ooh,
sick.
I think
You know,
that'll be
I
dope.
always was hoping we were gonna get that in the Arkham Knight series, and then we
Yeah,
didn't do
right?
that.
Mhm.
Like at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
Because like you get to play a little bit of it during
because he
the
kind of
Arkham
like
Knight
like
series.
he kind of treated it like he was training him every time he encountered him.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
Right,
does
yeah.
that mean there might be like a thing where you can play a side
Right.
mission with him?
And
That'd
then
be
it's
cool.
never paid off.
It never
They
happened.
had an idea to do that, but they never like went through with it.
I would love
Yeah.
to see a Birds of Prey one since we couldn't get the
That
freaking
would be
TV
sick.
show.
That would be cool.
I feel like
Wait,
that would
what?
be dope
I've
as
always
hell.
wanted to play as Black Canary. Straight
The
up.
Birds of
I
Prey,
love
bro.
playing with her. I love
Oh,
the
yeah.
Justice. She's so good.
Yeah. Bro, Black Canary. That's my girl. I play
I
her
love
all the
playing with
time
her.
in
Yep.
Justice. Her and Harley Quinn. I beat my friends out playing Harley Quinn one time. He got really mad because I kept using her dogs and everything. And
I
I
made Superman and
Good old
Black Canary.
hyenas.
I hate playing with Superman. He's
Super-
boring.
he's that
Supergirl.
He
then
boring,
Superman.
but I get that W. So it's
Yeah, because he's OP. He's designed to win. That's why I like
For me-
Supergirl because Supergirl, she's more like like raw. Like let me
Yeah,
do
she's
more
like
shit.
she has a little bit more combo potential. Like Superman,
Yeah.
just he'll like basically
laser eyes and
trick
you're
you.
down. Same
I
with
love
Wonder
it.
Woman.
I
At
love
least
it.
she's more active. But
Batman is also kind of the same way. If you know how to play Batman,
Yes,
can't
he
nobody
is.
touch you. So
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
actually kind of want another Injustice game. I know that
I
sounds
do
wild,
too.
Me
I
too.
do. And but
The
Black
one-
Lightning, but no DLC. by
I'll be real. I have never actually read past the first like arc of that story.
I never finished it either. The one I play a lot with, I think was Lobo. I played Lobo the most. I knew to play Lobo very well.
Lobo's good.
He was good. I also played well with Nightwing. His dual blade, I was so good at that shit. My brother
when he
hated me.
gets his bike for that special, he fucks
Ooh!
with his motorcycle,
He be like, "Shh."
bro.
Yo.
Oh my God.
They made like
Bloody ass.
total side comment, but like some of those characters, then you have to animate like
Oh, so you
Nightwing
like
ass
Nightwing
cheek?
ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Nightwing
I'm like-
Eyes is huge
yo, I'm
in the
like-
comics.
I'm like, why this shit like such like in the
Listen,
comment
we all,
like
He's
we
a
all know
gymnast.
we know Dick got cake, okay? Like
He's
they know
cool.
this.
Dick
They
do
know
got cake.
Yeah,
Dick
he-
does.
bro.
He
Dick,
big. I'm like, damn.
Dick is the biggest whore, but he
Yes.
look good.
Dick
Like,
is a whore,
He's a whore.
and he
sorry.
doesn't know how to
He's such a
communicate.
Nice young man.
That's
Yeah,
why
I
he's a
mean,
whore.
he's sweet.
Because
He
he's
is-
nice,
Look at his,
but
look at his
he's a
dad
whore.
though, Bruce Wayne. I mean, come on, how
No,
could he not be?
Exactly. Exactly.
I understand. I get
Quick side thing, because I was rewatching the film, Son of Batman,
it.
and And when Dick told Bruce, you always used to come at me about wearing condoms and wearing protection, but look at you. That was one of my favorite comments when he told Bruce that. I was like, I love this shit. I'm like, this is
I love when Damien calls him. It's like, where you going on a date? He was like, Damien. He was like, okay, don't. He like, be careful out here. Sitting with like, wasn't the bat dog? I'm like, bro, Damien's a real nigga. Like, because we know how I got here. Just be careful out here.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
technically, don't bring home another me, please.
Yeah.
And for the love of God, no, 2 Damiens would be too much.
No, but Damien's the only one who can tell all his siblings they're all adopted.
And he will.
Technically true.
Be a little asshole.
Yeah, because he told Dick in the movie of Batman Bad Blood is that he told Dick like, hey, at least I'm the real one because you're because he said something about
he's the one he took pity on, and I'm the real like blood son. Some shit he said.
Yeah,
was like,
I'm like
that is his only comeback. Honestly, that's Damien's only comeback.
Dick said that in the movie. Like Dick said, like, that's one thing you got. Like, was the truth. I was like, damn. I'm like, I guess he's right
though. That's why
though.
I love Justice League War because it just wraps up how much Damien loves Dick. Like, them niggas will fight, but like he's the only one he respects. Like,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Yes, that's the only one he respects.
Yeah.
I just want to read some comics. If Damien ever meets on Red Hood and Tam, how do they interact with each other? Because I haven't read those.
Jason, I kill niggas.
They're like, yeah, me too. So let's go kill people out there.
I don't kill people. I shoot niggas in the back.
I stabbed them out here.
I love Jason Tough, bro. In that movie, he was like, why can't we just kill him? He's like, we don't do that, Jason. Why? It's like, why can't we just kill him?
I mean, it solves our problems real easy.
Real easy.
And then Damien's like, I can't do that no more because Dad don't want me to kill people. Like, he's like, fuck them, Dad.
In all reality, we understand that logic-wise, if Batman just killed Joker, things would be great, but we wouldn't be entertained.
But finding out how in Injustice how like Dick died, it was because it was Damien.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, fuck them,
And the way he died,
it was like, because I found out like apparently
he got hoed.
I found out something that Damien always did to Dick, so I guess Damien thought that he was gonna like be able to, but then he didn't, and he was like, oh shit. That's why everyone was like, fuck you, Damien, you killed Dick. He was like, it was an accident, and I was like, Damien, calm down, come on. Like,
accidentally killing his sibling is something else.
No lie.
Gotham Knights, I'm excited about. I mean, don't even get me started on Nintendo. Nintendo got a whole ass list of games they need to get me.
Yeah.
Do you think? Ray, cool question. Do you think we're gonna get Breath of the Wild 2 this year?
We better. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
they pushed their main Pokemon game to literally next year.
Yeah.
So we better be getting Zelda this year.
If they don't have Breath of the Wild.
I mean, because let's be very real.
Fall.
If it gets delayed and it comes out next year, along with a lot of other Nintendo titles, Nintendo about to have one. We thought this year was big for Nintendo. Next year about to absolutely be demolished by Nintendo. You get a Pokemon game that's brand new. You getting a Zelda game that's brand new. You're probably getting something that's ridiculous like the new Donkey Kong next year, a Star Fox game next year. Like,
Star Fox would be nice.
So I wish, I really hope it's coming out this year. Let me tell you, I love Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild need that.
I want to play a new Donkey Kong game as well because the last one I played was I think like the GameCube or the 64 one.
I just bought Tropical Freeze because remember how I said they never go on sale? It went on sale, and so I bought it.
Ooh, where? Where? Best Buy?
GameStop, actually. GameStop had a sale.
Ooh, I might just check tomorrow then.
$20 off, and I bought it.
Ooh, hopefully I'll check tomorrow. Like, yo, I heard in GameStop in a different state that's on sale. Are you on sale?
I'm
online,
like, so. Yeah.
Online? Alright, cool. I'm about to find out.
And I'm like, yeah, because I've been wanting that game, and I was like, I'm not paying $6 for this game. That game came out like 4 years ago. So,
have you played it yet? Is it good?
It's like I played a long time. Like I played it on. Didn't it come out on the
Wii DS, 3DS?
It came out on the Wii U, and I played it.
And
it's fun.
Wii U. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. But no,
I never touch it.
That's the thing that people don't realize. Nintendo has been getting away with just re-releasing games for the past 3 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now
longer.
it's time
maybe
for them
longer.
to give us new shit for the Switch. Yeah,
I think longer. I think much longer
Yeah,
because they did so much for Legend of Zelda games.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they are like yeah, like so we're overdue. We need Bayonetta 3. We need something Golden Sun. We're getting that new Pokemon game. We need Breath of the Wild. I mean,
You've been wanting that Golden Sun for so long. I remember since the beginning of when this show started, you've been talking about Golden Sun for so long.
I need Metroid. I need
Yes.
Metroid.
Most definitely.
If
Most
we don't
definitely.
get a Metroid game this year, or even just an announcement for something, I am going to completely like write off that series and say it's dead.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
I want a new console and I want a new Mario Kart.
I
feel
mean,
you.
isn't the new
I feel
Switch
you.
console? New Switch
No, rumor, Sam, not
yeah.
confirmed.
I mean, okay, look, listen, it's rumor, but it's damn near confirmed that it's coming out.
Yeah, because Sam, they do this every 4 or 3 years for consoles, and Switch has been out for 4 years already. So this year is his 4th year, so most likely we will get
They gotta
a
do
Switch
something.
Pro.
They gotta do something, bro, because they games, the high end games, are starting to run real bad on the Switch. So
Yeah, I
Yep.
wouldn't mind if they push the release of the Pro a year so that they can use mini LEDs
me,
because that would be amazing.
Well, I want them to use mini OLEDs, like straight up.
Well, mini LED is supposed to be the OLED replacement, right?
Really?
Like it's not replacement. It's supposed to be its competitor.
Gotcha.
Is what I should say.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because I think I remember at some point they had like signed a deal with Samsung, and so that's where they were getting them from.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like that hasn't been confirmed.
Yo, and the memes about the Samsung thing been hilarious, I will say.
Oh yeah, they've been real good.
Hmm.
But the chat says something I did not know that still exists. Gamefly still exists. I did not know that.
Oh, Gamefly,
does.
dang.
No lie,
So
I
Gamefly-
thought it died out.
I'll be very real. The Gamefly is where if you want to buy used games fairly cheap for a decent price, go to Gamefly first. Straight
Yeah.
up.
I haven't
Really
seen
now?
commercials since,
Yeah,
like,
they be having better prices than anybody else when it comes to games. Straight up.
You know what? I'm probably if they have
Don't tell
have
nobody I told you all that, chat. That's my secret.
I would love
Uh-huh.
to play Power Stone. I would play Power Stone forever. I used to love. I even said, I'm like,
Yeah.
it's funny because I saw the creator said he kind of made a statement saying like, if he got the chance to work with like, have Power Stone be on like the Switch, then he would be down. I'm like, that's the day I'll buy a Switch because
There's a
I freaking
chance.
love Power Stone, and I'll buy a Switch just to play that
Listen,
one
I'm
game.
pretty sure Power Stone was just waiting for Smash Bros to get out of the way. So there's a chance.
Man, don't play with me, man. That was my childhood game. Oh my god! And I watched the cartoon too as a kid. That was my favorite.
it's just great to actually see the Gamefly still exists and everything. So I'm like, pretty interesting to know that it's cheap
It's
prices
games
for
at a
games.
discount, bro. It's not going anywhere.
I mean, GameStop's not going anywhere either. I mean, that
when
meme,
them stop.
Yeah.
that meme hype
might-
is too crazy.
They might let one major retailer decide to go further into video games. Yeah, and they might. everybody backed off of video games real quick because Amazon made it super easy. And not
Yeah,
only that,
that's right.
the digital storefronts is killing it.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just excited to see what E3 brings with last year in the pandemic and everything, and what the presentation will be, and how will it be handled overall. Because with these type of conventions, it is for the gameplay, it is for the sportsmanship of the games and everything, but it's also the entertainment of the show itself. Like what happened 2 years ago of our boy Keanu Reeves, doing You're Breathtaking. Like those type of moments in conventions and those type of events is what makes those type of events memorable, entertaining. So that's what I can't wait to find out what's gonna happen for this E3.
They got
Since
a lot of shit to do this year.
a lot of
They got
pressure
a lot.
as well,
There's
because
a
this is
lot
the
of
first
pressure
con in a whole year and a half.
On Microsoft and Bethesda, there's a lot of pressure on them.
That's true,
Mhm.
because
yeah.
this is a dual thing, right? Dual, right?
Yeah,
They're the
because
first-
because Microsoft bought them, so yeah.
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 So like they got a lot to prove. To
They
be very
have
honest
to
with
come
you.
up with some good exclusives. Like they
for
have
real.
to.
Like this is where they need to come out and be like Starfield's exclusive to Xbox and PC, and I'll be like, okay, there you go. That's a
Yeah.
huge one. Like, that's a big W. So,
Yeah.
but it'd be even wider if they came out and said, by the way, everything that Bethesda makes now that's a new IP is exclusive to Xbox, which would be something that you should do. They spent like $1 billion something dollars.
They should. They should. And hopefully it's also accessible for PC, because I'm
I mean,
not
let's be
gonna.
honest, it will be on PC.
Yeah, right. Like
You know,
it
because
will like
Yeah.
eventually.
That's Xbox's whole thing now. If you can play it on Xbox, you can play it on PC and your
Yeah.
phone. Yeah, so and I'm fine with that, but it's like, yeah, it will be.
Which is the better way to play it. Chris has a great question. Your top 3 favorite games of all time. Spicy.
Fuck!
Oh, that's hard. I can't.
That's hard.
I can't. Y'all skip me. Y'all go ahead. I
Y'all
can't.
skip
My answer's gonna be so like just childish because I have been. It's been a while. Like and I haven't finished any games.
Instead of games, can we say like favorite like? Okay, since I'm talking now, I'm just gonna go. I would say like. Ratchet and Clank, that's one. I don't know which game. I'm gonna just say the series. I'm gonna choose the series overall. Ratchet and Clank. I'm gonna say the Zelda games as well. I haven't played all of them, but the ones I played, they've been entertaining. I grew up with them. They're my childhood and everything. And this is another escape. All the Mario ones, I guess. You know, can't say which ones, but they're entertaining for what they are. You know. And if I want to add a fourth one, Smash Bros. Like you can't get away with that. Like that is a family, friends, community thing that your friends could come over and you can literally kick back and play good 2 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours with your friends and just be entertained with it, and you can just rotate. So I feel like those games are memorable. I grew up with that, and that's Crash too. I guess 5 games I just added.
Yes, Crash for me. Crash for me.
It's grew up.
I grew up on that game. I had all the Crash Bandicoot games growing up. Like. If you did not feel anxiety while going through that snow globe when he had to go backwards, then I don't know what to tell you. Because a young 4-year-old, like 7, 6, I was stressed. Oh, didn't even know anxiety meant, but I was like,
do not even ask Sam. Me and him were FaceTiming while I was playing Crash. I'll probably curse in one thing like almost like 20 times. Just Sam.
It was entertaining. It was really entertaining to watch.
Sam was entertained. I was just the one that was getting mad. I'm like, and I can't, game rage since my PS5 is like brand new, new controller and everything. So I can't be like, fuck, and just throw my controller. I just have to be like.
And technically, I also got you that PS5 too.
Yeah, you assisted on that, so I appreciate that very much. But
please do not break the system that I helped contribute to.
But it was very sad. Crash gets me pissed off a lot. Would I ever stream that one day? Most likely, but a lot of people will see me cursing a lot, and in Spanish, because I curse a lot in Spanish very automatically.
Can you at least put like a whole security cage on the PS5 or something?
Protect the PS5.
Yeah, right.
But definitely Crash, a very fun game. But
I want to play that new game so badly because it just looks like the same one, but just way like ultra HD.
Harder as fuck, Spicy. I play that. I played when I was high as hell, and don't do that. You will be stuck there 20 minutes doing the same shit, and I thought I was doing shit, and I get told, babe, why you just there, not doing nothing? I'm like, wait, I was.
Fuck. Because his sister in this one now too, right?
Oh
yes.
I've always loved her character in the game, and I was mad I could never play as her. I'm like, I don't, Crash, you're cool and all, but your sister, I want to play.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Like the group games you could play with those games, when like the little ice, you had to like push someone off. Bro, I used to ruin friendships playing those games, like where you have to like get them off the ice with like little bears that they rode. Oh my god,
y'all remember the Crash that was basically like what is that? Where it was like a bunch of mini games.
Yes, I had that one. I remember
having that one too.
Yeah.
It was with the PS1, wasn't it?
It was like it was like a racing game.
Yeah.
Like racing games on there. And
so
like,
the Pogo one, I don't remember what that was called.
Yeah. They had the whole pinball thing.
Yes.
And other games and
those
Tank
games
Wars or something like that.
But
those are hard.
Yeah.
It was like the CPU was.
It was the
hard.
cheap version of like a Nintendo game. Man.
Have y'all played the Crash Mario Kart version?
Yeah, Crash Team
Racing.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, right? Like I actually been entertained by this shit. I'm like, oh, this is actually very fun. Like, I'm not sure if it's remastered for the Switch, but I will definitely play it.
I feel like eventually we will all play Mario Kart for a stream, just for us to play and like to race.
Just know I'm very competitive. I will throw blue shot to Ray, James, and Sam, and whoever else anytime. I'm like, I don't give a fuck who's on first. I'm gonna just knock you out.
So
I'm like,
I'm same here.
I'll make sure if Ray is first, I'm gonna throw so many shots. And I'm gonna drop kick you I'm gonna drop kick you with my Crocs on my One Piece shoes of Skechers.
Listen,
bro, my
You can't. You not aerodynamic in Crocs. You can't jump with those. So,
You sure? Have you seen me put the strap on? Yo, my high kicks be flying me.
Even if you put it in sport mode, it ain't gonna work.
Yo, that sport mode makes a difference because I be like elevated. I be like, woo!
Oh my god.
Why you sounding like a dad right now? It's like,
Yeah.
I'm in sports mode. Dad.
I will say,
open a TikTok. What's a TikTok?
bro, I'm very like when I'm trying to learn a game. Like I had an ex who was training me in fighters, and I was like actually learning. So I'm like, beat my ass, and I'll just I'll adapt. He's really good at games, and one game I was learning, and then he like let up, and I cursed him out. I said, "No, why the fuck did you do that?" So like, did what? I'm like, "What? You let me win? You didn't think I learned your moves by now? You let me win." He's like, "Oh, I think you noticed. Why the fuck you didn't think you gonna let me notice? You let me win. Don't do that. You're training me. You're a terrible teacher. Don't do that." And then didn't do it again. But I'm like, "Don't
Good.
stop. Don't do that."
It's like he had over 20 wins over you, and like, I'll just give you this one pity win. Like,
Like,
what?
no, don't do that.
No.
That's
No.
not how life works.
I had a friend who thought that that they wanted the smoke. They talked a lot of shit, and I said, all right, buy Street Fighter 5. They bought Street Fighter 5, and I gave him the hands like, I don't know, 12 rounds in a row, and he sold the game the next day. I was like, don't you ever talk shit to me again.
I want to ask Ray, was your seat ever close to the screen when you're in ready mode? So it's
No lie.
Backward, like
I
you wait,
love
no.
that.
I hate that meme. I hate that meme.
He got one win for one round. Like he didn't win the whole round, but he got one win because I was like, okay, and I was slipped up, and I was like, okay, but no, I ain't let him win a single thing after that.
He said, "Bet,
Mercy.
bet it up."
Nope, no mercy.
Sam,
I was like,
I
oh,
hate
so
that
you
meme
learn how
so
to play.
much, but in a
Like-
good way and a bad way because there are times where when I'm playing, I'm just chilling, I'm here playing, but when I start to lose or like when I start to lose too many,
I
too
go
much
serious
health,
mode.
I'm like, all right, cool, fuck
Hey.
Dane, I'm a bit serious. I'm like, fuck this shit, let's go, and then I start kicking ass, and then I start doing good. I'm like, all right, cool, I can lean back and chill again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, nah, I ain't losing tonight. Yeah, I'm about to get to work.
How we do it, bro?
My favorite games, I can't do 3. I'll give you 5.
Same shit like me, no worse.
Ghost of Tsushima, Miles Morales,
Yeah.
the first Infamous game,
Yeah, I was gonna say Infamous.
Infamous,
Star
beautiful,
Wars-
yes.
Star Wars Rogue Squadron, and God of War, the most recent one.
Yeah, bro.
I have to put
Infamous was a great one.
I have to get my friend Marty on here
Yo.
with y'all because he like broke down all of the Star Wars games that he's ever played and what he loved about it, and like our Castlevania podcast episode. And, like,
Castlevania. I love
yeah, because like we're talking about Castlevania video games, so he brought up Star Wars, and like this man knows the Star Wars lore and all the games. So I have to like have him talk to y'all because like he broke it all down. I was like, oh, this is so cool.
Yo, James brought up something that I remember. I forgot who's the current artist and creator right now for Static Shock in the run. He
he has his own. He has his own series for New York Caesar. Go check him out. I love him. I love that
Send
he
me
says.
a link, Spicy.
I
Send me a
will,
link.
bro.
Yes, please do. He tweeted out
'Cause I love it all. I love
he
it all.
tweeted out an idea that I never thought I wanted. James. He said, imagine an infamous game with with Spider-Man style of Static Shock. When he said that on Twitter last
mean-
week, it made me want that game. I'm like, yo, infamous Static Shock, but like a
Yeah,
world like
well,
Spider-Man. I want that.
world
I'm like,
building-
fuck yes.
Yeah. I mean, that was Infamous. That was like the first.
Yeah, like they
Same.
did T'Challa so well the first time out that I'm like, I want
Yes.
nothing less for Virgil, like straight up, none less.
Facts, bro.
Did you guys read the Milestone Returns like comment? Like
I'm waiting until the full comes out, and then I'm gonna go back and read.
It
that
was
one.
free
So,
on Comicsology, and
Yeah.
like I read it, and then I think the thing just came out like last week. Oh my god, how they put all the characters together and like but separate but bring them together.
I
But,
tell people all the time, Milestone was legitimately ahead of its time.
It
they
was.
had the most diverse cast in comic
Yes.
books. Period. And it's
I'm
so
happy.
good. Like I had Blood Syndicate. Can't nobody tell me that there was a more diverse and wild team
Yeah.
than the Blood Syndicate. Nobody. I don't like even the Guardians of the Galaxy ain't as wild as Blood Syndicate. Straight up. So, and I'm
I-
kind of old, but still.
I'm happy after years later with whatever happened with DC Comics, Warner Brothers, and with Milestone. I'm happy with whatever the hell was going on behind the scenes. It worked out. They fixed their issues, and Milestone is back in the market and is back to doing what they're doing. So that's one thing I'm happy for.
I pray that they allow Milestone to breathe on their own. I really don't want DC to
I will write the
any
check.
too much of shit
Let's spin it off and do our own damn thing. Like,
no,
let us have it.
That's why I hope this movie.
Let the culture have it.
That's why I hope this movie is good. I'm concerned about who's working on it, but not gonna say no names. But I hope it's good.
Right. There's a lot of potential with Milestone.
It needs to be good.
Think about it. Icon and Rocket movie would be so damn
bro.
good.
Yes.
Oh my god, I love Icon and Rocket. Probably more so than the static was like reading books because like they're
adorable. They're adorable.
And they're both
like
OP.
Icon is like the dad of dads, bro, and he's a weird ass alien.
I love the chemistry. I love the chemistry between those two characters because it's so natural.
Think about it. Icon
it works so well.
If Joe West was Superman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do see that. Yeah.
I want it real bad. So
I'm really praying DC does that because right now what they're doing with the other stuff they're trying to do, like the whole Superman shit, it's not looking good.
Let that go, bro. Like y'all need to try.
But my thing with DC is use your black catalog. Like stop. Like they did something with Birds of Prey. Like just have your black characters. Like I'm tired of this whole like let's make them black. Like no, just get your black characters. You have black characters. Just use them.
I feel like y'all could legitimately do Steel now, and it would be more relevant.
Yes, I will love a Steel.
Let's be real. Like let's be honest. Like in a time where Superman had
it
died,
has to be a series though.
I would love that. But like think about it. In the time that Superman had died.
Yes.
A black man decided to step up and be what Superman was to his community. Straight
up.
A
90-minute movie would not cut it. It would have to be like a 6-episode miniseries.
That's what I want.
It would be great.
Whatever they're doing with the Green Lantern, that's what I want them to do for stuff like Steel.
Yeah.
Right.
They could literally add Steel and all the characters.
That now movies just ain't gonna cut it no more with how Marvel has set this up to where they're really good stuff with this Disney Plus stuff. It's so good.
And
it's not good enough anymore.
But then you plan the big stories with with a bunch of your characters culminating into one point in your story, and you branch off again from there. Yeah. And please, that's a great formula. I don't like. I want everybody to steal it because it's great.
And this whole, and the whole the whole multiverse of madness and like knowing how the end of Phase 5 is, how we get like Riri and Planet Hulk and all the other shit. Like it's gonna make so much sense.
I had a weird theory the other day that I think actually Loki starts this bullshit. And so, yeah. So, like, Wanda's, like, at the cusp of it, but, like, Loki really is the one that breaks shit.
I mean, so with End Game, they wrote themselves out of that trap, right? Because of how the time travel works, everything that he does is based off of a new timeline where he removed the Space Stone. So I think Multiverse of Madness still takes place in 616, though.
Oh, so it does, but I feel like, so this Loki, which is the Loki that didn't have the redemption arc.
Yeah, from 2012.
He's just the asshole. He don't care about nothing. Now he's vengeful and he's mad and he can do whatever the hell he wants. It's kind of like I'm expecting him because when he goes to do his timeline bullshit, he fractures the timeline and like I don't know how many times, and that's what this is about.
Yeah, but all that does is create alternate timelines, though. It doesn't actually
So remember, but like there's a threshold. And once there's too many fractures in a timeline, it starts to all crack and diverge.
That's
so
true,
I feel like he also adds to that, which I'm like,
GP, when you guys were talking about on I think villains about what like Wanda and everything, because I made this inference before too, where it's like her like basically Wanda ultimately creates mutants, and then I realized like her kids are mutants, and they couldn't. And then it's like they couldn't survive they survive only in her world that she created. So if she were to make that, then like her kids will be able to survive and will probably get like more. I feel like that would be dope. I would love that.
And that would make Wanda the most powerful character in the MCU, as she should be in this current canon. So
yeah, I would love for Loki to be more involved in the Multiverse of Madness, but I kind of feel like it's gonna start with like what Spicy's saying with Wanda looking for those kids in another universe, and that somehow breaks everything. But I would love for like all of it to be a part of it. Like it would be sick.
I can't wait to see how they actually explain it. I can't wait.
Right.
Can't wait, bro. Because
Because
I feel like it's already
Spider-Man
happened.
No
We
Way
just
Home
haven't
is
seen
gonna
it.
be Spider-Man No Way Home is gonna
And
be nuts.
I'm
Because we're gonna
praying-
peek
I'm
into
shocked.
the Sam
praying-
Raimi universe. We're gonna peek into the Andrew Garfield universe.
I hope
like,
they bring in Riri with this one too, because like Riri kind of them kind
I
of.
would love for them to have Riri. By the way, so this fun fact about Riri, her first appearance in the comic books, I think that issue sells for like $200.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Ridiculous.
yeah.
I have it sitting on the shelf, and I was like, "Oh, word!"
I
think-
was upset because I love when they first introduced her. She had a big afro, and they're like, "Well, how can her hair fit?" And she's smart. She came with some dynamic shit to where it
Listen,
sucks her hair afro.
I was
like a
very.
freaking
That
helmet.
was the first time I started like getting in arguments online because I
Yes,
was
because it's
like, "Do
ridiculous.
you not understand that a helmet like that could contain her hair?" and
Literally,
also
she's a scientist. She
fine.
could, and all this technology, she could figure out a way to make sure her afro looks cute when she takes it off. Like,
I'm like, y'all were just saying this because she's black. Shut up.
100%.
Y'all
and
didn't
it's-
say, y'all didn't say that
it's
about
also-
Pepper when she put on the helmet.
right?
She got
Or,
long
or
hair.
anyone that has long hair and puts on helmet. It's absolutely ridiculous. But it's like, I mean, black people's hair, like, it shrinks really easy. So that's
But they
gonna
wouldn't
be
know.
that's the
They're
easy
not
part.
Black. They just like to talk about us, not be us. So yeah.
No, 100%. But it's all, even we got said too about like Into the Spider-Verse, how that could eventually maybe even bleed into like this, too. I think that I would
Yeah.
love to see that, but who knows what Sony and freaking Marvel. you
Me,
know?
well, I don't know if we're gonna talk about tomorrow on the Villain Show. I'm sorry, chickens, because I didn't check the show notes. But did you see that poster of Thor? Motherfucker got those arms like
Bro,
a gun.
no, he don't do squats. Nigga don't squat. Don't squat, bro. I hate.
Yo, those arms are diesel.
Work on
I was
your
like,
body.
yo.
I'm
look
gonna
crazy.
keep it a buck with you. I want those arms. So I ain't gonna-
Yo, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yo, those triceps, like those arms got muscles, and those muscles got muscles, and those muscles got muscles. I was like, damn, bro.
It's the legs for me. Working them strong little legs, please.
Well, I didn't
Yo,
notice that.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
have
pay attention
pictures
to his
of
legs.
My calves on my.
Well, I
OnlyFans,
mean,
so
you
don't
don't
worry
really
about
see much of his legs in that picture, but I
Yeah, because those
like,
pants
just
and
saying
everything.
in general, because
But,
people
like-
usually skip leg day.
They always skip.
Yeah, but like those arms, like yo, I just kept staring at that. Like as much as I respect Taika Waititi, and you know, seeing him there, yo, that's dope, that's pretty cool. But those arms were just so out there in my face. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, like seeing those arms kind of made me want to go to the gym more and everything. But still, I'm like, the first thing I thought of, no lie, whose arms are bigger, The Rock or his? Because I know The
The
Rock
Rock.
arms are
The
big.
Rock.
The Rock.
Rock.
The
Yeah,
Rock, all
Dwayne's arms
over,
are way
all
bigger.
Have you seen
Yeah.
over.
Dwayne is just bigger in general, bro.
Oh, no,
He is a lot-
100%.
body size is a lot bigger.
Dwayne,
Yeah,
Then
His thigh is probably bigger than his arm.
his
For sure.
thigh is the size of his arm, bro.
literally.
Probably
Like,
that's probably true. But it just
Those
threw me
arms
off. I was like,
do-
damn.
I mean, those arms do lift Mjolnir, so I guess you got that workout going on.
hey man.
Yo, hopefully there's a comedy
that's
bit in the movie on Love and Thunder. Hopefully somebody makes like a comment or a joke like, "Yo, Thor, your arms got bigger" or something. Because
Well, I mean, they have to, because he's
He's
obviously
overcompensating.
overcompensating.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, James, my boy. He was like, everyone made fun of my stomach, and so I had
Right?
to compensate.
Yo, have you guys seen the set photos of Natalie Portman? She's
Yes.
jacked, bro.
Yes,
is
she was
jacked.
in the gym.
girls cut up. I'm like, damn, shit.
Dibs.
And good for her too. I think she does deserve that.
Yeah,
I
you
like,
can have her.
Yeah.
You're good. I'm
Yeah,
good.
her,
You can have her.
her
say
Thor,
that
her
now.
Thor run is really good.
Yeah, Jane Foster Thor is great.
Jane Foster dibs on the comic version, so I called the
No,
dibs
I
on the
call-
comic.
I called dibs just in general. That was a whole.
You didn't specify.
Her name is Jane.
Dang.
It's Jane Foster, bro. Sucks to suck. You lost.
I guess that works. Yeah. The
Lost by
Boulder.
technicality.
John. Oh wait. Does that comic The Boulder? Does he mean Avatar: The Last Airbender, Sam?
No, he's talking about Rock. He's talking about Dwayne. He's calling him the Boulder instead of the Rock.
Ah, get it. Ah,
he called
I
his.
see.
Didn't he call his daughter like the Pebble? Like
Yeah,
when
I
she was
think
born.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, that I get. Yeah.
So cute.
Yo, I think The Rock posted a cute, adorable post on his IG when his daughter was trying to clean off his hands because they were very because of his callus. of his hairs, and his daughter was trying to clean them off, and I'm like, that's so adorable.
I love how her favorite character is Aquaman, and he's playing Black
Right?
Adam, and she's just
Yeah.
like, it's like,
She's
it's
like,
Aquaman.
I don't know you, bro.
No,
That video was
literally.
Did you
Yeah,
see
she's
the
like,
video?
"Oh,
Did you see the video where they got Jason Momoa? to
Yes,
actually,
for her birthday.
Make a video for her. Yeah.
Yes, for her birthday. It was so.
That was
cute.
adorable.
It was so cute, and it's like, I think he showed her like the trailer or something for like Black Adam or something.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like so unimpressed, and he was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Hey, I can't-"
All she cares about is Jason Momoa.
It was correct.
Let's be real. Like that. The trailer was kind of like.
Yeah.
It was correct. Her daughter, his daughter said, "Daddy, I still don't see it. Like, see like see the appeal." I was like, damn, that kind of sucks to just hear from your dog. Like, yeah,
I
I'm
heard,
not that
I
dope.
heard that's what happened to
Right.
Johnny Depp's kids when he did Charlie and Chocolate Factory. Like after watching, his son was like, "Dad, you're kind of weird." And he was like, "Oh, okay." I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah."
Like, I guess I'm just doing a show.
I mean, it hurts deep when it's one of your own that tells you the truth, right?
So John, I actually think Chris Hemsworth is going to be around for a little bit longer because he is doing Love
Definitely.
and Thunder, and he's going to be in the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Yes,
we don't
yes.
know where that's going to go next, and I still think he's going to make appearances in other movies. I don't think
know.
he'll be
I could see-
done just yet.
It's weird. I could see them going like I don't know with the way things are. I could see them saying, "Hey, you want to do Guardians going forward?"
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
Thor's
do
like
Ooh.
as Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, that'd be dope.
Thor's like a comedic relief at this
He
point
is. He's a
now.
great character, and Hemsworth
So-
is in great shape, and I feel like he's not bored of the role. Like they
Oh,
can do a lot
definitely
with
not.
Thor.
Yeah.
I feel like he finds new ways to be entertained with the role. So I feel like he's not bored. So I feel like he's having a good job with it, and he's finding interesting. Like, oh, okay, I'm in Earth with Avengers. Oh, then I feel like we're racing. Like, I feel like it will fit where he's interested with the Guardians. Like, okay, cool. I just changed to a new team. So I feel like that would be pretty interesting to see moving forward.
I
and
know it's
everything.
like a shot in the dark, but I know what the whole Black Panther thing, whatever. Like, I would love to see like Storm come in just to like, since they already introduced like Stormbreaker, I would love to kind of see like Storm, have them do that. I know it's not gonna be probably not gonna happen, but I feel like
We'll
when
get
that
Storm
happened
at
in the
one point.
comics,
It
it
just
was
ain't
just
gonna be
so-
for like another decade.
They need to get a dark skinned sister to do that. I'm tired of the same old shit when it comes to Storm. How they completely like castrate her
So
character.
I think they did it right with Monica, and they're gonna keep doing that right. So I think they're
Yes.
on the right track.
Oh,
I
Monica,
think
I
they're
got
on the
her
right
by my
track
seat.
because Monica. Yes,
I got her on my seat. I was like,
yes.
And John Thor can be Odin's son and
Yeah.
a part of the as Guardians of the Galaxy. Like Jane
Yeah.
Foster will take
I
over
mean,
as Thor,
it's
and
weird
then he'll
that
be
you-
Odin's son.
I'm sorry, it's weird that you think that that's a problem when he's an Avenger, bro.
Yeah, right.
Like he could be an Avenger too. So yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Yeah.
I definitely see Thor.
Jane Foster will get Mjolnir, and then he'll keep Stormbreaker.
that's
I
why
just
they
wanna
bring
see-
Storm, man. You
I
can,
mean,
they can fight for him.
he becomes unworthy. So
Oh, I would love that. Storm come in, steal that shit, and
I
like,
want
the
us to
battle.
have, they've teased it a few times, but I want a true unworthy Thor run, like in the movies.
Yes.
Yes.
Straight up. I feel like it would be great. Like I feel like that's a really heavy topic for them to cover, and I think they can do it well. So
Oh yeah.
I just want to see Beta Real as well, because we spoke about this last
think
week
we're
on the
getting
show.
there.
I just want to see that. It'll be awesome to actually see Beta Real, like to actually see the character.
We know he exists. He's out there, bro.
Yep.
So,
We know for a fact.
we
So,
know, like they've literally shown that he exists.
Yeah, because he was there,
One of
just
the
chilling there.
champions- He was one of the champions of War World. He
That
out
too,
there.
yep.
yeah, I would love to know where he is right now.
Mhm. Same. And like, what's he been doing? Like, who he fighting right now? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or
That'd be very
they
interesting.
They're probably gonna take the stance of, oh, he went looking for a world for his people, like which makes sense.
That would be
So-
that would make a lot of sense. Yeah.
That makes.
Oh
sense.
man, so Chris Green says that Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man. Who do you
said
guys
that?
think is the best
Who's-
Spider-Man?
Who said that?
Chris Green.
Chris Green.
Chris. No lies allowed in our chat.
No shade, but
No.
I am not a Tobey Maguire fan at all.
Same.
I think he's an awful Spider-Man. I think he's an awful Peter Parker. I don't really think it's his fault, but it's just I don't think him and Sam Raimi got it.
I liked Andrew Garfield more than I liked Tobey
No,
Maguire's Spider-Man,
Ray.
but I like Tobey Maguire's movies more than I like Andrew Garfield's. Like 1 and 2.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
I did.
Interesting.
That's
So-
for real. For real.
All right, okay, so let's go around the table. Sam, go first. What are your ranking of Spider-Man, and do you have a preference of who is like Spider-Man, who's a better Peter, or you just prefer which one?
Tom Holland,
Tom
Tobey Maguire,
Holland's goaded right now.
and
Yes.
Andrew Garfield. The bottom for me.
Okay.
Okay. Since I'm next in that, I will give Andrew, Tom, Toby.
Okay.
Yeah. Tom, Andrew, Toby.
Yeah, that will be mine too. Tom, Andrew, Toby.
Love you, Chris. It's fine, but yeah, Toby's.
I did not like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
You don't like it?
I
Is
did
there a
not like
reason?
it.
So
I didn't like, because I don't get it. He was the Amazing Spider-Man, but I just didn't like the whole night and dayness of like his character at school, and then once putting the mask on, he was like happy go. But and again, I get
That's
it.
bad writing.
That's how.
That was Sony's bad
Bro,
writing.
he was like, oh, like I'm emo, and then it's like, hey y'all, what up? I'm from Brooklyn in the house. I'm like, no, stop
You
it.
can call me Spidey. You can call me
And
amazing.
take my mask off. Anyone take my mask off. Everyone's free. The police take my mask off. Out of my identity. Like this.
But-
again, bad writing.
Bad writing. It could have been executed better, but they knew where they were going with because that's how
They
Pete.
didn't know where they were going.
So sorry.
He's
Now,
supposed to be in the Avengers movie. If you watched the end of the first Avengers movie, it was his character at the end credits. So they had him ready to be in it, but no shit. Second Spider-Man was ass. Let's find someone else. That's how that went.
Well, everybody hated that. So
Yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, in my opinion, is worse than Raimi's Spider-Man 3.
yes, I actually agree with you on
Yeah, I
that.
do.
Straight
I
up.
agree with that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Like I
No,
can't.
I feel you on that. Like it's bad, but I feel like Toby had the best quips. Well, not Toby. Andrew had the best quips of Spider-Man. Straight up.
Yes, in the second one, which
Yes.
is weird because that's the
It
worst
is one-
movie.
Yes,
but I
yeah.
was like, oh no, this is the most Spider-Man like we've seen
Yeah.
on the screen, and I'm like,
Because in the
that's
first
weird.
one, everyone said that he wasn't quippy enough.
yes. Because I mean, if you think about it, Spider-Man is legitimately a quip machine. That's what he
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
right.
does. He will
I
beat
will-
your ass and roast you at the same time.
Yes, I love
Yes.
Peter. I love it.
I will.
And
say,
I'm like-
Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man has the best web slinging of any live-action
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man. Period.
Yes.
He
Period.
did. He did.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
That opening scene from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 where he's falling from the sky and then he's just web slinging through the city. The
It's smooth.
cinematography
It's very smooth.
incredible.
The
I'll
only
give
one-
them that.
The
alone.
only one that beat that was Into the Spider-Verse, baby. That's the only
Oh,
one.
Right.
No, period. Period.
Right.
that one was on point. Like literally him falling in the glass slowly.
I watch
Oh.
Spider-Verse every time I'm feeling like, like depressed, whatever, just for that whole rhetoric of like Miles.
I was watching that last night.
I
I was
watched it the
watching-
other day. I watched it the other day, man.
I was watching
Roger
Black
said it-
Panther.
Roger said it on Villains last week, but wouldn't it be interesting if Fisk was the one that actually started the multiverse of madness stuff?
Yes.
Because he broke reality by
That'd be
trying
dope.
to go through
That'd be
it, so-
dope as hell.
I mean, he broke reality doing what Wanda wants to do.
Yep.
Yep. I think if they brought it all together, it's like, yes, all of this shit is connected.
If Marvel and Sony knew how to play it well, and we get a
Wanda
Spider-Man
wants to
2099
do
and others,
exactly
hell yeah.
what he tried
If
to
you
do.
saw the end of Spider-Verse, like Gwen came back, was like, "Hey, Miles, I got a second." So it's like clearly something happened in
Right.
someone's verse that was
Yeah.
able to have this type of thing. So
Like
I
this
trust
would be
you,
dope.
Feige, I trust you, BB.
Yep.
Don't let me
Feige
down.
we trust.
But that's a lot of Spider-Man. I could talk about Spider-Man forever.
me too.
Oh, same here. Hell yeah. Good dog. Definitely.
Let's talk about the.
What's up, Kitty? Welcome on.
Kirigaya, welcome. We have not seen you in a while, so it was nice to see you here. Definitely for sure.
I definitely would like to see Vincent D'Onofrio to come back for Whistle.
Oh hell
Oh
yeah!
God, yes.
Yeah.
I would love him back.
Yeah,
for the
Vincent
MCU
D'Onofrio
universe.
killed it.
Yes.
That'd be lit. That'd be lit.
Oh and
And
Kevin-
Agatha, she's her voice actor. She plays the Doc Ock in Into the Spider-Verse.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
she does.
Hey, bro.
She does.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm all. Yep. Both of them.
We already know.
Yo.
We already know.
Yep.
We have it. We have it in the Google sheet. We know.
Listen,
You already know.
Something about it just works, bro. Don't know what it is.
Yeah, Catherine Hahn's like there's something.
I just don't get. I don't get it. I
Ever
don't
since-
understand it.
She's such a. I ever since watching her with Step Brothers, like she's just so funny. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Like her comedic timing is insane.
It is.
Chat.
So
Chris is asking, what do you think about the new Venom movie?
Oh my
What
god.
Venom, what Venom movie?
I'm about to say, like, we see trailers, but we haven't seen the movie yet. Like, things are getting back to normal finally. So, like, I'm excited for Fast 9.
I ain't seen the first one. I ain't seen the first Venom movie.
Like, that's all I can say.
no.
So the second
I have
half
not
of the
seen
first
it.
Venom movie is a lot of fun. Once you actually
Yes.
get to Venom, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
The first 45 minutes, I think it's generic, unwatchable fucking garbage. But once you get to the second half, it's so fun all the way until the end.
look great.
And I'm afraid that they're gonna do the same thing with Venom 2. Like I feel like
Hopefully not.
Woody Harrelson is gonna have way too much jokes.
Yeah.
I feel like Carnage is gonna be too funny. So I'm scared.
So, Ray-
I didn't watch the trailer. I didn't watch the Venom trailer. This for the second one.
I haven't seen it, but
to do
what?
a-
But what I was gonna tell Ray real quick is that go to Wiki, read the first 40 minutes, and then watch the rest of the film. Because I think that would be the best way for you, Ray. Like literally, just skip the first 40 minutes. I agree with James because I was bored of it, and then once Eddie Brock and Venom, click and connected, I was entertained for the rest of the film. The last act of the film is a lot of CGI and everything, but still entertaining.
yeah,
No,
I mean,
Yeah,
no, I don't want to.
the third act fight I don't think is that interesting because of all the CGI. It's
Yeah, I
really
agree.
Dark. It's really dark. It's really jumbled.
That's the point.
It's like they keep trying to like tear apart the symbiotes. It's like, oh, see, that's Tom Hardy. Just in case you forgot. It's like I don't care. I don't want to see the humans. I want to see Venom versus another symbiote. I don't give a shit about seeing Tom Hardy. I know he's Eddie Brock. I know he's in
If
there.
we can
I
do
love Tom
Thanos
Hardy.
versus
Oh, he's
Hulk
amazing.
and it look legitimately believable, you can do symbiote fights just fine.
I think they're trying
Yeah.
to do. I think they're at first. I think it was budget, but second, I think they're trying to do a whole like he's still human in there. So like
I don't care.
Just revive
I mean,
the whole thing. And it's like
It's the actor thing. They have to be seen on screen. The reason why Tom Cruise didn't become Iron Man was because he wasn't okay with not having the helmet on the whole time because he wanted people to see his face, which is why I give Carl Urban so much respect because in Dredd he never takes the helmet off ever.
That's
Ever.
props. That's a loud props.
It's an actor thing, which is why like in Civil War you see Tony Stark's face all the time. It's why except for like Endgame you see Chris Evans's face all the time,
Oh yeah, why they got rid of his helmet?
right? They completely. I don't even think he wears it in Age of Ultron. I don't think he wears it like at all in Age of
don't think
Ultron.
He has. Yes, I think he has.
No,
Where?
I don't think he does. Like,
In,
where?
in
I
the
don't think he
beginning,
does.
in the beginning, I
Wasn't
think
it? Oh,
he's
Where-
definitely
where-
not wearing it at the end for
No.
sure. He's wearing it at the beginning,
They
but yeah,
gotta
he
show
wears it
them
all throughout
luscious
Endgame.
locks, bro.
I think that was my issue too with like Black Panther with like the CGI suits. I feel like towards
Oh
the
my
that
God.
final fight was really garbage. 'cause
Garbage.
It was
Garbage.
just everything was CGI. Everything. All you heard was like the actors grunts in the studio, and I'm just like, what is this? It was so good up until this point. Like,
James and Sam is right.
That
In
should've
Age
been
of
like
Ultron, he does have the helmet, and Steve at the end during the fight of Ultron, he does not have the helmet. Yep,
Dude,
I-
after the first introduction to Ultron, he never wears the helmet again.
yeah, he was. Yeah, you're right.
He never wears it again.
During the fight, in the Wakanda area where
Yeah, he was helmetless, but didn't he wear his helmet again against Thanos?
that's in a different film. Yeah, that's in a different film, Sam.
Endgame, bro.
Yeah. So I'm talking
Okay,
about Endgame.
So when
But
they
he
went
still wears
after
helmet.
Ultron, he does have on the helmet, like right before Hulk tears through the city. So he is wearing the helmet, but at the end he's not wearing.
But
Has anybody laid over Ja Rule's voice from the Fast and Furious 1 movie when they called out Veronica? Veronica! I'm sorry, that was real random thought.
Well, that woman's name was Monica,
Still, yeah.
but still, yeah.
But I feel hurt when Bo said, "I'm tired of all them fast moves already." I'm not. I'm here to say that's fucking hell. I'd be having a damn good time. It's about family, man.
I was rewatching End Game because you know for the podcast, and what I will say is as I'm watching it, like that movie is so fluid with each of their fight scenes. Like when Peter first came in, and then Tony was like, go chase the wizard. Just seeing the flow of like him already being in and the villain coming in, like that whole scene was so freaking fluid, and that the whole movie itself is like it's fast paced but like evenly paced throughout everyone's like PVs, and I felt like I was like, wow, this movie really was enjoyable. From watching it at the time, I don't watch this movie a lot. I watch like Black Panther more times and like other ones, but I don't watch the Avengers films like more than once like that. So I think they're kind of like one-time things. But Endgame especially, I was like, okay, no, Infinity War.
I still haven't rewatched
Infinity War.
I still haven't rewatched the last one. I haven't rewatched last one yet. It's been, like I literally saw it.
I haven't.
Time, and that was
I saw it twice since then. I haven't rewatched it because
really good. They snapped with that one.
Yeah.
They have what Infinity Wars.
Yeah, love Endgame. Endgame is definitely my favorite Avengers movie for sure, and it's my second favorite MCU movie. Period.
Yeah,
I need to rewatch it. I actually watched Civil War since we're talking about tomorrow. I paused halfway the film because I got bored. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go watch the other films. Actually, better.
Wait,
interesting. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about that. Yeah.
Y'all know how I feel about Civil War, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's gonna be an interesting conversation.
Civil War is
Endgame would have been my number one, but it has a plot hole. It has one major plot hole. For the sake of the greater MCU, it's like, okay, this is the one notch that I have to take away, so that
is it the Steve thing?
Stays my favorite film.
Is it the Steve thing?
Yeah. Yes.
Because I mean, it's fine. The movie came out in 2019. I'm not gonna go on to a tangent or anything, but
yeah.
There is based on the time travel rules of the MCU, there is no way that Steve would have made it back to 616 to give Sam the shield. It literally makes no sense whatsoever, and it's never explained because again, new timelines are created every time you change something. So if Cap went back in time,
your past becomes your future.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
Created a completely new timeline from the 40s. How did he get back to this timeline?
Yep. Yes and no, James. I'm a counter that because the same thing will happen with Loki. Loki got picked out of the timeline.
No. Look, this is I am 1000% correct on this. Loki created an alternate timeline by removing an Infinity Stone from the time stream. Those are completely different rules than just going back in time and the time stream changing. Those are two completely
But it's the same thing with Steve going back in time with the machine through the quantum realm and everything.
It's not the same, bro. I'm telling you. So if you go back and watch Endgame, because I just watched Endgame and I've been studying this since Endgame came out. I'm telling you, go back to the scene between the Ancient One and Bruce
I am
Banner.
soon because
let's listen.
We do the thing next week.
Go back to the scene with the Ancient One and Bruce Banner. The big difference with the time travel is if you remove an Infinity Stone from the time stream. That's where you fuck everything up, and that's where the rules. That's where the rules become different. Just going back in time, the instant you go back in time, you have instantly created a new timeline that goes off into something else completely. So there's no way that Steve would have been able to come back to the current timeline to give Sam the shield. It's literally not possible. Same thing with Loki. If Loki somehow gets back into like the main timeline, I'm gonna call bullshit because it doesn't make sense based on their rules.
Unless they break everything and they make new rules.
Which would be dumb. Like, which would be dumb.
You know they gonna do it. You know they gonna do it. They gonna break their own rules and make new ones.
Yo, James, cool question. Does Mia hear you where you are?
Yeah, I mean she's on the other side of this wall.
Okay, so yes, I kind of figured because she said, "Oh God, here we go." So that's why I was wondering, like,
yes, if she hears you. We talk about the time travel rules in Endgame constantly, bro, because it's so different from anything else in any other medium. We talk about it constantly, and we talk about like what characters can like go in between timelines and how is it possible, which it shouldn't be, unless you like came up with those rules and told us. But I digress.
I kind of just saw something, nothing to do what's going on. It's I'm sorry. It says the MK11 director Ed Boon is down for Omni-Man as a guest character.
Yo, so that shit actually came full circle because I saw that shit like 5 or 6 hours ago. I saw that shit like 5-6 hours ago, and that had like only like 200 likes or something.
Ed Boon's on Twitter, bro. Ed Boon is on Twitter. Listen, he looks, and I mean, actually, Omni-Man will fit into the roster just fine, bro.
He will, yes. That shit will be wild. If they actually joins the MK,
just tune up Superman's arsenal from Injustice, and there you go, Omni-Man.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much. Don't change nothing else but that.
what was I gonna say? It's funny how I don't work for Crocsomewhere and everything, and I got a text message from one of my old coworkers that was working with late today. And if my girl is listening to this right now, she's gonna probably she's gonna probably text me saying, "Why I gotta throw him under the bus?"
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, my fiance. Period. Yes, definitely for sure. Spicy. Right. Period. My fiance out here. Yes. So she showed a charm, or those little things that you have on the little Crocs out there, so little charms out there, and she called Black Panther Darth Vader by accident, and I was just laughing about that. I was like, and then my coworker texted me, why was she?
I almost just turned off my camera as well. So
I call my fiance later after work. I was like, so what happened? She's like, yo, babe, I was distracted, I was busy, I was tired, so I just said the wrong one, but I knew it wasn't Darth Vader. I knew it was Black Panther. Like, all right, cool. As long as you got it right, because you're gonna be married to me, and I'm gonna be in this industry. You cannot, like, I need you to get the names
she's
right.
Gonna be thrilled that you told this story on the internet.
Yeah, I need you to know the differences between just Star Wars and the MCU, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
gonna be thrilled that you told everybody this.
Because this, like, as long as my girl knows what's going on, and you're married to me and everything, like, know the difference of two different universes of, Marvel, DC, and right here is going on, cool. Because I was listening to, like, a radio show a couple years ago. I text Sam about this shit. I was laughing. How do you, there's somebody trying to win some money and everything, and they dead ass got confused with the Dark Knight of Bane, speaking, and said, is that Darth Vader? And she said that, there could be a crossover. There could be this person, random caller. She's probably from New York City and everything. She said, "Oh, sorry, I just got confused with Darth Vader because Star Wars and Batman are very similar." Is what she said. When she said that, I literally was driving. Thank God I was on a red light. I was like,
"How, Sway?
How the fuck do you confuse?" Like, I get it. Not everyone's into pop culture or know any type of medium and everything, but how the fuck do you confuse Star Wars with Batman? And how the hell?
Star Wars show.
And how the hell did she say that they cover crossover? The radio people that were talking, I bet you they was having so much self-control to roast her, cause right after she hang up, they roasted her after. But during the show, she was like, you know what? Like, I'm just so happy. I was like, damn. I was just like, nah.
Batman and Vader are two of the most iconic characters in pop culture. There's no excuse.
No, like, there's so many content nowadays that's been pumped out to where a 2-year-old knows who Batman, and it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, I'm like, how do you confuse Bane from the Dark Knight speaking, and then you say, oh, it's the guy from Star Wars, Darth Vader.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe they both have a breathing scene, but that's so obvious.
What? I saw the Stephen Hawking movie and I thought he was Vader. I got it so confused.
Oh my god, people need to do better. Like,
in the show.
No, literally, Ray.
In the show.
This is so disrespectful.
My heart is now upset. In the show.
I was so thrown off. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
You did this.
I texted Sam, and Sam was laughing at me, and Sam was like, bro, I don't know. like people from New York, I got no comment. Like,
Ladies,
Sam, you're supposed to help me out here to understand this, not support this. And Sam was like, yeah, I don't know.
Wipe yourself off. You dirty.
Not me. I'm just giving the entertainment of the story where you guys can laugh about this. That's all. I'm just giving the.
I'm
sham.
not gonna laugh at Lay. I'm not gonna laugh.
Oh no, don't laugh at her. I'm just more sad about
It's
it.
funny.
The other person.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the friend. But it's funny. My mom has been watching tie-ins, and I'm trying to get caught up for her because she wants to review in the podcast. Cause she.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
So. Yeah, because she called me like months back and was like, "Why didn't you tell me that that HBO added all these DC shows on here?" I was like, "Sorry, I know I'm the news person, but I'm sorry to tell you." And she just like, "I'm watching Vixen and Tie-ins." And I was like,
"Aw, that's sweet."
She likes Corey, but she didn't like that she's wearing. She said, "I don't like she's wearing that stripper outfit, but she's a cute little black girl." I was like, "Okay, mom."
Wow.
Of course, black mama. Yep. Yep.
Makes sense. Makes total sense.
And she's like,
yeah.
"That girl Raven needs some holy oil. Why she got all these demons out her?"
Sound just like my mama.
Right?
She like girl needs some holy water.
She said she needs Jesus. I'm like, "Mom, her dad's a demon. What do you expect?"
Like
Her dad is
the-
literally Satan. So,
Yeah, like mom,
much,
like
literally.
like she needs holy water because her dad is a demon. Like her dad is technically the saint.
She
Like
said she was
that.
writing to the show and tell him, stop giving Raven all these demon demonic things. And tell Corey to get it better. Stop wearing that stripper outfit. I'm like, "Mom, please don't write into them people's show and tell them that." Please.
Yo, it's funny. My mom was actually watching Jupiter Legacy when it first came out,
Just
and
get it
then
canceled.
3 weeks later, I'm like, "Yo, mom, Peter told her yesterday, like, remember that show that you saw that you said was okay? It get canceled." Like, "Oh, I feel bad for them workers because you could have worked on that show." I'm like,
Yeah.
I guess thank you, mom, for thinking about me as as a person that could work on a show now. So I guess
I'm not gonna
Thank you.
lie. I did not finish Jupiter's Legacy. I did not.
I didn't
finish
even
it.
start.
It was.
I didn't
It was.
start.
It was.
I
it
heard
was-
the bad reviews.
It didn't look interesting to me
It-
at all.
I heard the negative because I heard people the most things I heard was cons and pros, and the most con I heard is that or pros that the better storytelling was placed in the past and was when it was in the
Yes.
present it was boring. I'm like,
Yes.
that's not a good thing because technically the present is supposed to be the main story.
It's because they're trying to focus so much on like the newer generation, the old heads, and this and that. And I'm like, I don't care about these new kids. I don't even know who the parents are. Like, so like they keep doing that, which, it is what it is. But the fights were decent, but I just had Gavin because it's kind of getting predictable with like who the villain was and like, But I did like how like they put more of like realistic ideals into it, like how like, oh, we shouldn't kill because of this and that, not because of justice, but because like we have this code that honor, and then also too he has he's old, so he has these old white man views on what you should do and this and that. So it's like I got that part, but other than that, I just dropped out of it. I was like,
The only
Yeah, I mean,
The-
it just didn't look interesting to me, honestly.
the only thing
costume
for
design was really good though.
the only thing from Netflix I'm excited for to see that's coming out is Umbrella Academy season 3 and The Witcher season 2. Those are the two things I'm excited for that's coming up from Netflix that I'm actually excited because I know I've reviewed Umbrella Academy season 1 with Spicy as well, so that was a great experience to review season 1. I can't wait for
Yes.
no, actually season 2 we review, right? Season 2?
It was season 2, yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
it was 2. It was 2.
Instead of watching Jupiter's Legacy, I'm gonna go watch The Mandalorian again. It's fine.
Yes. God, season 2 was good.
So good.
Sam, have you watched Mandalorian yet?
I have not.
You should, man. You should.
Gotta get on it, bro.
You should. It's so.
Right.
Ray said, "Fuck this, man. I'm out. I'm tired of people being on court
He
shore."
turns his camera off.
I'm like, damn it. People here not doing what they should. Do your homework.
This is the way.
This is the way. Definitely
Sam.
is the way.
Mandalorian is so good.
I know. I heard
It's-
good things.
And it's only
Great.
16 episodes.
Watch the damn show.
I didn't watch season 2 yet either, Sam, so it's okay. I didn't watch season 2
You'll
yet.
watch it in less time than it took Miguel to watch 2 episodes of Hunter.
Obviously.
It's flames, bro. Out of the 16 episodes, I would say 15 are absolute fire, and then 1 is okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
literally, just it's good, but it's okay compared to everything else.
Yeah, I agree because the one is okay. It's a bottle episode. That's what it is. That save
Yeah.
production and time and everything. So it's taking a bottle episode.
that was a save the budget episode.
Yeah, you know what? Like they said, hey, we're doing a lot of things in the next 4 episodes. Can we just do a bottle episode? All right, cool. Monster ship here, cool. Let's go. That's it. Like yeah.
Was that
So-
with the?
The spider.
Prison
Yeah.
Break.
I actually really like that one. I thought it was weird as
I
hell.
j- it's good. I just think it's the weakest of the.
I mean, I
of the
agree.
others.
It's the weakest, but
you
it's
know?
like I thought that one was cool as hell.
It is the
It
weakest.
was super like it took the like 'cause Star Wars has a bunch of weird shit that we rarely get to see nowadays, and I'm like, oh, thank you for showing the weird shit in Star Wars. So yeah,
Ray, have you seen Bad Batch yet? Because I think I'm the only one that has been watching it.
I've not
Oh,
watched
Bad Batch is
Not yet.
good.
Yeah,
Bad
yeah.
Batch is
Not yet.
good. It's good. I'm very happy. Like I'm entertained. Like 5 episodes in, I'm having a good time with it. The characters and everything.
okay.
Have you seen it, Spicy? Have you seen the Bad Batch yet?
No, I have not, but I heard people said it was like actually pretty like good. It was like I've heard like okay reviews about it. So
You've
I'm
seen
gonna watch
Clone
it
Wars
with
though,
my-
right? Clone
Yeah,
Wars and
yeah. I'm
Rebels?
gonna
Okay.
have to watch it with my dad because he's a really big Star Wars fan. And I only watch it if he watches it because kind of like
Aw.
That's y'all thing. Oh,
Well, I mean, it's just like he likes to watch it, and I'm like, okay, I guess it's on. So if
Yeah, I
tell
still
him about
need
it, he'll
to-
probably watch it.
I still need to see the last season of Clone Wars, and then I need to start Bad Batch.
For
I think
Bad
it's happened
Batch,
Clone Wars.
I will say for Bad Batch,
Same, actually.
out of the
Same,
5
actually, Jim.
episodes,
I need to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I will give the 5 episodes overall from current thoughts. I'll give a solid 8. A solid 8. For me, it's entertaining for what it is, and I need to rewatch Clone Wars because I definitely need to have a rewatch for that. I started it, but I kind of paused it, so definitely.
Yeah. This time I'll watch it in chronological order instead
Same.
of just by season.
Yeah, and it's annoying when you have to have watching chronological order where you have to go from season 1 episode 16 to season 3 episode
Like
2.
season 3, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, guys, I wish Disney Plus would actually put them in order for you. Like you have 2
doesn't
options.
Make sense because they have it for the MCU.
Yep,
like
the Avengers
you can
they showed
you can watch the whole thing.
Thank
in
you,
order, or
James.
You can watch it in order by phase.
They
I
showed
was
it.
literally,
Yep.
I was literally
Yep.
thinking that like
we,
that's
we all know that's on somebody's backlog in the ticket system.
Right,
over
right.
Disney Plus.
so James. I was literally thinking that like months ago. I'm like, yo, it's annoying to go swipe left, go all the way down, scroll down to episode 13 of season 3, and then go all the way back to season 5 of episode
Yeah.
4. Like I'm like, yo, like Star Wars, like Disney Plus, can you make this as a MCU thing? Like watch it regular order or watch it release. Like, yo, that would save so much fucking time. Like, that's the reason why I haven't gone back to watch it. Because it's annoying to actually scroll, swipe, and everything. Instead of going to my phone and watch the watch list. Like, okay, next one is season 4, episode 11. Next one is season 3, episode 2. Next one is season 2, episode 1. I'm like, damn, I gotta swipe 3 times and everything. Like, that's too much. So I hope Disney Plus, and someone, if you want to pay me Disney Plus, if you want to pay
First
me,
world problems.
if you want to pay me do something like this for you, I will take the time. I will do it for you because it will save other people time. All right, Disney Plus, I know you're watching. Just help us out here.
Yeah, like Ray said, it's in somebody's backlog in their queue. Just like it just hasn't been done
all
yet.
of this, all of
And-
this shit.
They just gotta do it.
There's
They,
a lot of episodes too.
I don't know how many. Probably a good 150. I believe 150. Maybe. That's what a good amount for
I
that.
don't know. Maybe 150, something like that. Yeah, 133
Ooh, I was close. Yeah, 133. Damn.
across the 7 seasons. Yeah. 75
That makes-
episodes of Rebels, and then of course 5 episodes of Bad Batch so far.
Oh,
It's like a season, something like an anime.
Rebels count in that?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like Star Wars Rebels count in the 133, or is that separate?
No. 133 episodes of Clone Wars and 75 episodes of Rebels.
Oh, okay. Wow, damn, that's a lot. But it's definitely worth it for those that have not seen Star Wars. It's definitely worth it to watch Clone Wars, Rebels. I love Rebels. I love the way they animate their lightsabers and their fight scenes are amazing. So I gotta give props for those. It's very entertaining to see it.
I will riot if we do not see Ezra in one of these live action series, bro. We have to get Ezra.
We will. Definitely in the Thrawn movie or Thrawn show, or definitely in Ahsoka, with her looking for Thrawn, definitely for sure.
Yeah, I hope so.
Definitely for that. But I was gonna ask, Spicy. Before we go on everything, I want to know. Since you said that you took a break from anime watching because of burnout, have you been watching anything that actually caught your eye from the season?
Oh, like the current one right now, like in the spring.
Yeah.
I've been watching Vivi because I know that was one that I was really excited to watch because of the trailer.
Finally, somebody watching Vivi.
No, because when I made the spring anime like my list, I had it as like an outlier, but I was like that trailer was so beautiful.
Well, in the anime, it's fantastic.
Yeah, and like so I've been trying to get caught up in that.
I'm trying to get these bums to watch it. Nobody will watch it.
It's so pretty. It's pretty. And I've been watching Shaman King. I like what Shaman King is right now.
You're the only one. You're the only one we actually heard that actually been watching because you've been watching legally. We don't support that out here, but
No, she's not watching it legally. She is in Japan right now, and she can watch it.
That is true. She is live. She is live in Japan right now. We have her exclusively right now for her. It's like
VPN.
2 in the afternoon.
VPN can do wonders. But yeah, I've been watching Shaman King, and then obviously I'm caught up in Tokyo Avengers. I think I'm like 2 episodes or 3 behind. Yes! It was a very slow start, and my friend told me that the manga wasn't slow like that. So she's like, I don't know why they're making.
I don't know.
Slow,
I don't see it like a lot. I've seen a few people say it, but I was in. Like from like when the twist happens in that first episode, I was in. I was like, all right.
Yeah, it kind of goes up and down. It's like okay, twist, and it kind of like goes back, and I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. But then now that we're in like the timeline he's supposed to be in, now it's like, okay, cool.
I really dig Tokyo Revenge. Like,
I do like the concept.
I rewatched the newest episode today, and I'm like, damn, this is good.
Yeah.
Is your Spicy? Have you watched Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun?
No, but I've heard great things about it, but I
should
not watched it yet. I know the dub's out right now.
Out of all the shows that Sam has put me on, I would have to give the 3 that's my favorite: Shihiro, Iruma-kun, and Slime. Those are my 3 that Sam has put me on, and Iruma-kun is so good and enjoyable. Like me and Sam are reacting to season 2, and it's such a great anime. I really tell the guys to watch it because it's so entertaining and it's so lighthearted, but in a good way. But the animation is not perfect. It's not anything crazy as A1 type of Bones or anything ufotable.
It's kind of cartoonish,
but it's nice cartoonish. Like it's very colorful.
Yeah.
So I do recommend to watch it. I love it.
Another one that I'm kind of like on like the new summer list that's getting season 2 is I'm Sleeping on 1,000 Lies. Season 1 didn't look that interesting to me, but season 2 is looking like a whole different anime. So now I'm like, let me go ahead and binge season 1 so I can be caught up for season 2.
It's okay. It's decent, but I don't know. It's like a good hype kind of.
Yeah, because season 1 didn't look that great, but I watched all the trailers today, and like I saw the season 2 trailer. I'm like, this looks kind of interesting now a little bit. Like the animation kind of even looks a little different. The music was nice, but I don't know. It could be a ploy to get you in.
It was the first anime where you actually see a 12 episode season 1 gets another season 2 for another 12 episode. And the first season was last summer.
Mm-hmm.
It did pretty decent, but I didn't think it was like a big, huge hype.
Yeah.
But I feel like with the whole isekai genre and the whole popularity thing, you just want to add in there just so like let's add more isekais to every year of animes and that.
There's a lot this year and that summer. There was a lot that summer too. So let's see. I feel like this season, the season before had really great like animes. You just have to get caught up in it. But this one is like. It's a lot of isekais, and that's not like my favorite genre. But I like a comedy type, and there's a few on here that like seem very much comedy based. I'm like, okay, I'll watch. But
have you watched this Combatant Speed Dispatch by the same people who created Konosuba?
No, I know I haven't.
Oh.
I took that down.
I have watched 2 episodes, and it's alright.
I'm trying to
It's
get
okay.
back.
You're not gonna like Konosuba, and I'm kind of mad at that. You're not.
Like I said, I need to watch more episodes. I need to watch more episodes and
It's
see
okay.
how I feel about it.
You're not a man of culture.
It's
fine.
okay.
It's on the list.
It's okay. Even though Konosuba has a movie and everything.
Yeah,
I plan to watch it.
You're not a man of culture. Whatever, it's fine.
Oh, this one. I would see gifts of them. Okay.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because they had a game out with them and like the Overlord characters, like a mobile game I saw.
Oh.
But they had like a whole bunch of other like isekai characters. Which Overlord is coming back soon.
I think it's having a movie and season.
Yep, a
4,
movie
I
and a
believe.
new season. Yep, I'm excited.
Let's hope season 4 is more entertaining than season 3. Because I was
I agree.
not the biggest fan of season 3. I thought it was.
I
pretty slow.
agree. No, I got to be behind it because season 2 was horrible. I thought it was so very slow because it just all it concentrated was all the other side characters except for the main character Overlord guy, and then season 3 it was just slowly picking up of what the entire theme of this entire series was supposed to be.
When you watch it, it kind of like you kind of forget that they're in a video game because it kind of turns into like its own like thing, which I get. And then like in the 3rd season, they kind of start showing you that he's kind of turning more into like the character that he's in a video game and not more so like he's a human stuck in the game. Mm-hmm. Whereas with like not AOT, what you call it? Oh my god, I'm drawing a freaking blank.
SAO?
SAO. Whereas like that they're constantly stuck because like it's strive. They're always like going through it. Whereas Overlord, it's just like he's just so happened to be stuck, but
Oh no, I personally am not like the biggest fan of Overlord. I don't know. It's just I think there's just better stuff to watch. But that's me.
I like Overlord.
I feel like they're just mostly just squeezing money because the light novel is very, very popular.
Yes. Yeah.
And like that's mostly.
I love Shield Hero though. I'm ready for more Shield Hero.
Oh yeah, fall season.
Good, but like Ray said, I just think there's better isekai. Like there's just better ones.
I love She-Hero. Can't wait to continue reacting to that for fall season with Sam. Oh my god, I'm excited for that. Also the one that Sam put me on, Jobless. That's also a great one. Beautiful animation for that.
I have to finish that one.
I
need to double check and make sure I'm caught up on Slime. Now that I'm thinking
that got pushed to the fall season too.
Yeah, Jobless got pushed, which is good. Hey, they knew what they have. They knew that hey, we need to push it. We're not ready. They knew what they got, so I'm really proud of that. I'm glad that it's starting to be more of a norm now to just push stuff and know when they're ready. Hopefully, people start to accept it as a normal thing. But one series that I try to watch another episode that I think I might drop is Don't Tour With Me, Miss Nagatoro.
I dropped it too. She
I was just thinking of starting it.
So when I saw the trailer, I'm thinking she's gonna be kind of like how Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out was. I love that anime.
I like Uzaki.
So
I like Uzaki.
I did.
That's
I loved
because
it.
Uzaki-chan is good.
Yeah, so I thought it was gonna be like that aspect.
I'm okay. Well, for Ray, Vash, and James dibs on the girl Uzaki, but
I love Uzaki, man. She's so adorable.
Sure.
So I thought it was gonna be like that, but with the tan girl. When I watched the first episode, I was like, she's a little crazy.
She's crazy as hell.
No,
I don't
Uzaki.
like it. I don't like it. I just don't.
For me,
Uzaki, she plays a lot.
Yes.
But like, it's actually kind of entertaining in a way. But the
they're
MC guy
homeboy, they're like homeboy, homegirl, and they bring the difference out of each other. Whereas this one, she's like terrorizing this guy, and he like low key likes it, but it's like he's like has his own issues, so it's kind of
that's the same people that like that show. Y'all
no, 100%.
I see y'all. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I don't know, like I watched 2 episodes, and then I'm watching the 3rd one, and I'm like, I kept pausing it, and I was on my lunch break. Technically, I didn't have to pause it. I was just bored. But I watched something else and I just straight watched with no problem. So I'm like, this is actually entertaining as hell. But don't worry, like I'm gonna try to do up to episode 4 or 5, and then if I can't do 4, then I'm gonna just drop it. I'm like, alright, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
If you watch 7 episodes of this, I'm gonna punch you in the eye.
Yeah, it's. I like, but what I did like was Duran, the Princess of the Snow and Blood. I did like that.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Wait,
I
what?
caught up in it, but Duran, the Princess of Snow and Blood.
It's so good.
Never heard of that.
That was the one
episode.
I called dibs on the entire anime.
Yes, episode 1.
Ah,
so
yes.
good. And I love.
I remember that.
I love me a good woman MC. So, and
Yes.
I like her. I like the whole thing.
I
It
do too.
reminds me
I
of
love
like.
it.
It reminded me kind of like how Bloody Immortal acts, where it's kind of like
Yeah.
little mini like stories, but they get concluded well in like each episode. So I have to get back to watching that because I did enjoy it. And then
Spicy, do
I
you
watched
watch?
With the House Husband?
Do you watch
I'm watching
86?
Full Dive. I like it.
Do you watch 86?
Old Jive.
86? No, which one was that?
It's the
It's
board-
called 86, where it's a girl that has white bluish hair that has some type of spider mechs.
Oh, what the hell?
The premise is that
I'm sorry. I was bored.
It's about the premise is about white people that has.
Oh, I did watch that trailer and I kind of was like,
Exactly. It's boring.
Okay, it's not.
Okay.
It's actually good. I'll give it a solid 4 out of 5. It's very entertaining.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll have.
Yes, Ray. The mechs are not good looking. The
Um,
mechs are ugly as fuck. Yes, I do agree with that. But the story premise is actually entertaining as hell. And the writing is good
Same
too.
thing
Mechs-
we've seen
the
so
mechs
many.
have to look
We've
good.
seen that so many times.
Yeah,
And it's got
yeah.
whack mechs to
Yeah.
top it.
That's yeah. I do have.
That story
to-
does nothing new, bro.
I haven't watched The World Ends with You yet, and that was on my list.
I have
Like,
not touched it yet.
So I haven't watched.
No
I
have I,
haven't,
Sam. No have
I
I.
haven't watched it.
It's like, Ray, I don't need to record it. Me and you just need to watch it together.
Let's just watch it. I feel you. Yep.
Like we'll just spend one Saturday on a stream and just binge the entire series.
Because I want to play the new game. So yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
It's already up for pre-order.
Yep.
And,
Yeah.
and I just saw like that deal or something. You get 2 months of 2 months free of something. I forgot what it was.
I don't remember what it was, but yeah. No, we love VV in this house. VV is great,
Oh,
but
yeah.
86 just didn't do it for me, bro. Just
You know, another season that I haven't was kind of slow. I didn't really like that.
Which one?
Nomad Megalobox season 2.
I have not continued.
Okay, so
I haven't
Uh,
seen it yet.
Me and Sam watch.
It ain't got the same spice.
It doesn't.
Oh, really?
It's not
No.
giving. It's not
No.
giving. It's
Ooh.
just like it's like we're back at square one.
I-
I'm like, why
I
are we
dropped
here?
it. I dropped it.
Me
I was
too.
like-
Ooh, that hurts.
That was guys, it's
That
like,
hurts.
So
it's
like, y'all know me. I went back and watched Epo. That's how it made me feel. I was like, nope, I'm gonna go watch a good boxing show. I want to watch Epo.
So me and Sam
from where we stopped, from where me and Vash stopped, it
Was
seemed
episode
like
2.
It's going to be.
we stopped at episode 2. Yeah.
I mean, give it another episode and let me know what you think.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like the premise that they decided to go to was to like?
We don't
Joe-
wanna go
Have
to
a
the
whole-
hoax, but yeah.
Wasn't it supposed to be
So-
like a
so-
Creed movie kind of thing in a way?
Well, kind of. So Joe
It ain't
effed up
free.
again. He effed up, and then there was some circumstances that he couldn't control. So now he's back doing what he does, fighting underground boxing, and he has to come to terms with his demons again. But our little boy Yachiro, he's grown up, so now he's boxing, and now he's mad 'cause he's like, "Nigga, you left me," and it's like, oh,
Did you
I'm
see
sorry.
what Spicy just did, and how she didn't spoil a damn thing, but she talked about it? Take notes, please.
I know how to summarize, man. You know, I did good in English class.
Oh yeah, you do. Bash,
Yeah,
Bash
no.
does not. Bash
Yeah,
does not know how
yeah,
to
it's
summarize.
true. It's
Listen,
true.
if somebody put gun in his head, summarize this without spoiling it. He did. He did. Okay.
I think because I wasn't excited about the anime. If I was excited about it, I would have spoiled. But it's because I was like, I don't really care. Like, episode 1's all I need to know. I don't really. And they bring back so many of the old boxers he's already fought, and I'm like, oh my god,
Yep, it's
we've
like
been here before.
it's like Punch Out with depression.
No, literally.
I'm kind of sad now that me and Sam said like, hey, cause me and Sam were supposed to record last night, but some personal shit happened. But me and Sam said, alright, cool, let's do the last 2 episodes of Dragon Quest, and then let's do then after let's do Mega Box.
I need to get
Me and say we're excited. I could let's do these 2, and then you guys being so down, and I'm like, damn, that's kind of
and
sucks.
the episode seemed so long for just like what 30-40 minutes. It seemed like I was watching
It
for
drags.
2 hours. I'm
It
just like,
drags.
this could have been a movie.
So what I'll say is I'll probably go back to and finish it before the year's over.
Same.
But I just right now there's just a lot of better stuff to watch.
A lot better and
There's a
reading.
lot better. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna push it till everybody go watch Tokyo Revengers. I'm not messing around.
So far on my list, I need to get back to My Hero because I kind of let him build until like what happened recently.
Oh yeah, this is fair.
Like,
This is the perfect time to pick
and
it
this,
up now.
and plus this was the arc where when I was reading, I was kind of begrudgingly trying to get through because I was kind of getting like a little bored here and there because they were doing a lot of world building, which I get, but I was like, okay.
It's like for me, it's weird because
This
was the arc that really like brought me in.
That got you back, because
listen, that's right. This is the one that got me back.
Stopped. Yeah, Spice. Me and Sam were during that time doing reactions during this arc and everything for the first time and everything. And Ray and James were took a break from reading and everything. And me and Sam were like, yo, start right now because we're doing like my villain stuff and everything. Ray was like, alright, cool, I'm gonna catch up. And he said that he's gonna read Gentle arc and everything. He did. He cut up. Did James like I think a month or 2 months after he cut up as well. And then that's how we started. That's how we started doing reviews. But it was during these arcs that James and Ray cut up.
Yeah, because like after Overhaul, I was like, I need a break. And
that's where I started reading. That's where I started getting caught up for the first time. Started Overhaul, and then it's been so good.
When did season 2 end? What arc did season 2 end or start on? It was.
Shit.
So we're in season 3 right now, right? What season are we on right now?
5.
We're season 5.
It was 4. It was 4. Whatever season 4 was, that's when I started.
It ended Gentle arc.
Yes. So after
ended in Endeavor.
Endeavor. That was chapter 192, 191 around there.
I was watching it and I liked it. My friend, she was caught up. She was like, Ashanti, like this woman character who reminds me a lot of you. I'm like, what? And she sent me Mirko and she's like, this is you. And I'm like, oh shit! So I was like, let me get caught up.
Mirko
I was right. She was right. I'm like, yeah, this is me.
The one thing I am sad about is I just wish that we could have more time with Mirko. Like straight.
Yes.
Well, I have my theories about Mirko and Aerie.
I just hope that I hope that
we have to talk about this after the stream because I want to hear about this.
Yeah.
Okay, because I have my theories. I said it on. Aerie getting strong now.
I hope so.
Aerie getting strong. You see what happened with someone.
Listen, so I called this like 2 weeks ago. We talked about this. I said it bar for bar what happened in the last few pages of this last chapter.
You know what's funny?
Oh.
I said in the previous with Taliano, I was like, it'd be cool if Deku could have like a quirk that could allow him to use like weapons, like a weapon creation, and then we see this character come in who has that. I'm like, he could have been Damien because now his colors are like Robin's colors because like he had the yellow in it, and I'm like, that would be so cool to see.
Do not besmirch my son Deku's name with Damien.
Hey, come on now, come on. When I saw
only one of them is on my desk, okay? Only one.
Well, I have my son. Two of my sons. I have Bakugo and I have my dog.
My son Mirio is back there next to his dad All Might. It's fine.
I'm a single mother of 5. I have a lot of sons.
No, we're 2 dads. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Yep. The waifu sniper. Oh my god.
She really is.
We'll see. I'm really curious to see her reaction next chapter, like legitimately.
Next chapter meaning the one that's for Sunday, right?
Very curious. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not gonna say nothing else, but I'm like,
of course,
because this is like Horikoshi does this so well. Where he builds these moments where Deku does something that characters in the world do not expect, and they're like, the fuck. It like you can see the wheels turn on paper, and I'm like, oh, it's so good.
And just the start of this arc has been like, got me so much hype. Just seeing how the whole aesthetic changed.
I was telling folks that I love the war arc. This is my favorite arc so far.
Yes, because like we all know her because she's a huge Batman, Batman, superhero.
Huge
but
Spider-Man fan. Yep.
This is so freaking Gotham. Like just like the first panel of the arc where it just showed like the black, like raining, like the Death by Nine Deku up on like the little thing. I was like, oh, and like the panel with him like in like the green, yellow, and red. I was like, fuck.
I mean, you even have a Batmobile with Hercules. It's
oh,
great,
and
bro.
yeah, I said that. I'm like, yo,
I'm not gonna say more than that, but yeah, it's lit, bro. I'm loving this arc. It's very good. It is
Same, I
very
totally
good.
agree. It's been very entertaining, and I can't wait to see what else happens within this arc. And
I hope the My Hero kids at school training because Deku really is showing up.
They better
heroes.
be doing something. Listen, Deku could never go back to anything that's academic wise.
No, bro. When Deku helped out and was like, "The streets are hot," I was like, "Deku, why did your language change? What you out in these streets too long, huh?"
I mean, at this point, there's nothing for him to learn at UA. Like he has the predecessors to teach him everything that he needs.
He has so much power, no spoilers, that there's nobody who can really. They can like assist him, but they can't like.
All my
teach him no more. He can't like the other students can't literally compete with him.
Right.
They can't.
Yeah. And Alma's
he has something for everything.
and Alma's just there kind of like just as like a helper, make sure he eating and make sure he doing good. Other than that, it's like
the cautious and the overwatching stepdad. Yes.
No, but I do like how Horikoshi kind of like made us shut up at the whole like why is Alma still alive type thing with like
I'm
what happened.
so tired of this. It happens every Sunday. Hey, All Might died. And I'm like, shut up.
Yeah.
Yo, Spicy. If we could literally have $5 for every time our stream ask us or a chat, we literally would have probably $50 to $100 for every time they ask us.
This man is not dying. Y'all can shut up with that.
Yeah, that time passed a long time ago. If he was gonna die, the perfect moment to kill him for everyone was against
Kamino.
Yes, exactly. Was in Kamino against All for One. That would have been the moment.
And
but nah, he went like this.
All for One even says it, bro. Like
just stop.
He literally said, instead of killing you, I'm gonna make you alive and suffer all the people around you.
He basically tells him, it's like, you should have died there, but you chose not to.
Yeah. Because he still had the will of fire.
I mean, basically, he said for Deku's sake, you should have died.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of Deku. I am. I can't wait to see my son Bakugo come, get his little thing.
Hey, Bakugo's fine, but
it's
the Deku show now.
No, I know, and I'm loving it, but I'm just like, where's Gary on Deku?
Yeah, I do want to see some Mirio action, like straight up.
God damn it! Just saw Black Clover spoiler.
Oh no!
All I did was open Twitter and the first panel. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Which one? Because I saw two.
I'll tell you
I swear to God. Get off of Twitter.
What time is it in Japan? That sounds about right.
It's around 2-3 p.m. right now.
Yeah, niggas
so that's about right.
Yeah. It's lunchtime. They're ready to watch these chapters.
Exactly, it's lunchtime. They post, they watching it, they read and watch it together. Yeah.
Yeah. I was crying. In Japan right now it's 2:37.
All right, I think it's about time for us to hit the old dusty trail, so before I get any more spoilers.
All right, guys. So Deku dies in this chapter. This is what happens.
I need you to open the door right now. I'm at the door.
But yeah,
this is an after image. I'm at the door.
That's not me. That's Sam, the one that does a segue.
Okay, Spicy Lady, please give us your plugs.
Sam was like, damn, finally, I'm tired.
I'm like,
I mean, after you gave that weird, I don't know where you're going with My Hero kind of thing, kind of threw me off. So, Spicy, please give us your plugs.
Oh yeah, so what's up, y'all? Spicy Lady herself. You guys can follow me on my social media, Twitter, Spicy Lady ENT, Instagram, Spicy Lady Entertainment. Twitch, Spicy Lady Gaming. I'm probably gonna hop on there right after this and do a little Genshin Impact since everyone's like, loving that game. And also follow my Patreon, Spicy Lady Entertainment. It's linked in my bio on Twitter, anywhere else. Support the Patreon. It helps support me, helps make more content, all the fun stuff. Follow me on YouTube, Spicy Lady Talks. I have more videos on the way coming out. I'm also doing a video about anime burnout, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, just follow me everywhere.
That's right. Please do. James? Go follow her everywhere. For real.
Yeah, seriously. You guys can follow me all over social media at JB Exclusive and of course at C4 Spoilers. If you want to find absolutely everything that we do go to carefulforspoilers.com. You get links to the Patreon, all of our gaming articles, movie news articles. You can find all of that there. On tomorrow's night's villains, we are going to be talking about the MCU Phase 3 Part 1, talking Civil War, Thor Ragnarok, Spider-Man Homecoming, Doctor Strange, a couple other films there. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Spicy is going to be on Part 2. So that's going to be June 11th. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully Ray can make it. Ray has a lot going on with E3 around that time, but I'm hoping that he can make it. So on Part 2, it'll be just Spicy and Chris Conkling that you guys have met before. So we have some great shit coming for you guys in the next couple of days. So stay tuned.
Okay.
Well, I really do hope that I can make it to that because, you know, I want to talk about Black Panther real bad. But, you know, I'm going to tell you again, I love to say it. I'm Ray Apollo. Look for me everywhere, but follow these folks first because they really deserve your attention because they're making some fantastic content and you absolutely need to check it out. All different types. Get on it. Get in there.
And guys, follow me on Legendary Vash everywhere else. And like James mentioned, you will find me and James every Friday nights for C4's Villains, one of our favorite projects that we do. And I love hosting it with James. It's such a great job. And to talk about comic books is one of the greatest perks to be a content creator because just talking to James and just kicking back with the guests is an awesome opportunity and time. And thank you for everyone that's here on Anime Podcast. Listen to the audio side as well. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and support our Patreon, YouTube membership, and also subscribing to the audio podcast platforms. It supports us very well and very much. Thank you very much. Sam, take it away.
So, guys, you can always follow me at Sam the Manga Man. And so, thank you guys for watching and or listening. I've been Sam the Manga Man, and you've been listening to the Anime Lately Podcast. Have a good day.
Pancakes and cheese.
Oh God.
Ruins every show.